to the Devil's Work podcast. I am PsydeShow. This is Skeptic. We are here to talk about fucked up horror movies and tell them back to you so you ain't got to watch them.
But you could.
But you could and you should. Today, we are joined by a very special guest. I am so fucking excited about having him on. Matt Perrin, guitarist of Angelmaker. Thank you
Hello.
so much for fucking being on, dude. This is an
Yeah.
absolute honor, man. This is fucking crazy. The
I'm
boys ain't gonna
stoked, dude.
believe this one, man.
I'm a big horror nerd too, so I'm stoked to do this with you guys. So
Yeah,
thank you.
dude. We met at a show recently, the
Yeah.
1720 warehouse, and we just like
Yeah.
started talking about movies. And
Yeah.
like that's how just naturally it just kind of happened. That was fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
And
Waiting in
man,
line for tacos.
waiting like for tacos, man. That was like hell yeah. And I literally just saw your shirt. I was like, that shit is awesome. You were wearing a Trivium shirt. I was like, no
Yeah.
one knows that fucking album either. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was fucking sick, dude. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm very
Yeah.
excited. We are going to be covering an insane movie, French film. I think it just came out 2024, I believe.
Yeah, it's pretty
last year.
recent.
Yeah.
Literally last year. A movie called MadS, and it is directed by David Moreau.
I expected a much harder to pronounce name
Yeah, right.
for the person who made this movie. I expected like Frederic, you know,
yeah, exactly.
David Moreau.
Yeah. It's a good easy pronunciation name.
Yeah, exactly, dude. This movie is insane because I love me a gimmick, man.
Yeah.
I love me a gimmick. If you're like, oh, this is what they did for that movie, and like it was this insane thing to pull off, I'm like, bet I'm gonna see that.
Look. A lot of the tension I had going into this episode, talking to you about this movie, just went away. I'm like, okay, we can admit it's a gimmick.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. No, I know. Yeah, that's what it is. But I think it's an efficient use of the gimmick, and that's the thing. Like, I was excited when I first watched it because I was like, this is the claiming it's a one shot thing. It's entirely one shot. I was like,
Yeah.
but
Is it,
is
though?
it? Yeah, is it? You know what I mean? Towards the end, especially. But I get it
Yeah.
though. That's a completely understandable thing.
Yeah.
But I went into it initially. I saw it. I think when it came out initially on Shudder, and I mean it was phenomenal. Fucking blew me away. I was like, what the fuck? Like it just got crazier and crazier. And
Yeah.
it reminded me of the Sadness, which I don't know if you've seen yet.
Yeah. That's an insane movie.
That's
Yeah.
a fucking nuts movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, it reminded me of like the violence in that kind of mixed with like the artistry of like Gaspar Noé
Mhm.
and a lot of like the French movies that we've even covered on the show. I was talking about before we started rolling. Trouble Every Day is one that came into mind. There was even I think a straight up homage to Irreversible, like just a
Oh yeah.
straight up homage to it. I
Yeah.
was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then like yeah, just like zombie movies in general, but without being a zombie movie straight up.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's a really cool blend of a lot of different things.
It's
It's almost yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say it's that good old rage virus,
Yeah.
cordyceps, infected, the mutated, the
Yeah.
rabid, anything but the Z word.
Yeah. It's like people getting rabies and then they're going crazier as the movie progresses. And yeah, it's really cool because it's like a different concept for like the zombie kind of film.
Yeah, it has this way of like I love the shift that we have in the middle. Like literally it divides into like three parts almost. And
Mhm.
I really liked that like following the structure of it. It was really cool. I thought the story we didn't get to finish reading the article
Mhm.
I sent Chad about. There was actually an article that was published by Red, which was crazy, the camera company. They talked about how the film was pulled off, like how they pulled off the one shot, and they talked about rehearsing, which sounded like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Like I was like, how do you rehearse an hour and 28, like a full length movie
Yeah. Yeah.
in one shot? How the fuck? Like that's crazy. Like yeah, if one thing goes wrong, like everybody's got to
Yeah.
reset for the day.
You're done. Yeah.
That's nuts. So yeah, they talked about only having like I think like 2 or 3 rehearsals before they actually started shooting it for real, and they only had like 5 takes or something like that. I was
Crazy.
like, that's fucked up, man.
That is crazy because I could imagine like one thing goes wrong or like something like a car horn goes off like in the background. It's like, oh shit, like now we gotta restart or something happens. Like, I don't know, someone
Yeah.
trips or something, and you're like, oh fuck.
Exactly. Literally.
Yeah.
I'm like, how there's so many moving parts, and then like it switches locations, even in
Yeah.
the beginning, so much. Like they're
I'm
going from place to place, you know?
I'm
Yeah.
still, I mean, given it's my name, I'm just naturally, skeptical of because there are several places where you could hide a cut. And it
Yeah.
doesn't
Yeah.
it
Hmm.
doesn't mean that they did.
Hmm.
But I did notice throughout the movie several places where like when they're in the car and she moves like back and forth. I
Yeah.
forget if she's moving back or if she's moving to the front, but at one
Yeah.
point her like white shirt completely covers the
Yeah.
lens for like several seconds.
Got you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not saying they did, but
Hmm.
that's somewhere where someone
Could. Hmm.
would like try to hide a cut.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So I'm a little like, really?
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. But I mean, I will say there's later on, there's bits of CG that we see clearly like stitched into there that I
Hmm.
thought worked really well because it was so like quick and like really well like hidden behind the like chaos what was going on. I thought it was a really efficient use of that. So even if it wasn't one shot per se, they still
Yeah.
did long ass takes. And
Oh
it's
yeah.
fucking it's pretty impressive in its own right, you know?
so you guys mentioned the sadness, and I just saw this that said that this is like a French version of the sadness, which is a Taiwanese adaptation of an American comic book
Yeah.
called
Hmm.
Crossed. Do you guys
Crossed.
know
Yep.
Crossed?
Yep. We talked about
No,
Cross before.
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
that one. Yeah.
Man,
Oh, enlighten him.
I love Garth
Yeah.
Ennis with all my heart, but Crossed is just an absolute like misstep. Like
Yeah.
it's just literally same thing. People get like a rage virus and it makes like a cross, I think, appear on your face.
Hmm.
And that just means that you're just this crazy rapist, murderer,
Yeah.
scoundrel.
Everything that happens in the sadness was in Crossed. Like that's literally it's like
Yeah.
a 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, so but it's also like even though he's made like Preacher's my all-time favorite comic book, it has such a like beautiful philosophical core, even though it's about a dude with the power to make anyone say anything he does, and he tells people shit like eat your gun, go fuck yourself, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like it does have like a core. Crossed is literally just, hey, what if this dude just did like horrible things to a family of four, but there's no like actual like, and then we just go to another guy doing more things to another family.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
just like no
Like
real,
substance there.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
literally just for the sake of like just fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we talk about it all the time too, like while we cover these movies too, is like the core of it has to have a little bit of substance for us to kind of like do a main episode for it. Like there has to be
Yeah.
something there to like chew on, and if there really isn't, if it's just shock value for the sake of shock value, that's fun, but it's not what I'm like ultimately here for.
Yeah.
I mean, we did do a Terrifier episode,
So
so
fair, but
but
even that we
Yeah.
scratched some surface of
yeah,
some substance
yeah,
at the
but
end there.
yeah, and we did all agree like Terrifier 1 was like okay, but as it started to
Mhm.
have more plot, it got better.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Hmm.
now they're like heaven and hell will bat, and I'm like, oh, I like that.
Like I fuck with that. That's cool, man. I didn't know you were chill like
Oh
that.
shit.
Yeah, those movies were pretty sweet. Like the first one, you can tell too. It's like a B movie, and then like as it got bigger, like the second one was crazier, and then they're like, they did that scene, the bedroom scene with the
That
girl,
was
and they like
fucking crazy.
insane. And then they're like, how do we top that for the third one? And
Yeah,
then
and
the
then they
whole
just
like,
did
yeah,
the shower
yeah,
scene.
yeah,
Jesus
it's
Christ, yeah.
crazy.
I've
I was
uh,
like, dude, it's just so ridiculous that it's funny.
I've
Yeah.
never laughed so hard at a mall bombing.
And there goes any chance of
Yeah.
monetization.
And it's gone.
Ah, there goes.
Uh,
Bye bye.
yeah. That movie's just crazy though. That's definitely one of
Yeah.
those shock value movies where it's like how insane can we turn up the dial here?
Yeah, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I think I like that. That's what I love about MadS is that it has this meeting point in the middle where it's like we're gonna give you the shock, but we're also gonna give you like the intriguing world building that they're kind of doing. Like the way that they do exposition in this movie is wild. I loved it.
Yeah.
With all like the
Mhm.
recordings and shit and like people just
Yeah.
saying like random shit. It was very cool. But let me
Uh-huh.
give a synopsis before we go any further. So
Okay.
in Mads, we meet a teenager, Roman, visiting his dealer to try a new drug before heading out for a night of partying. Driving home in his red Mustang convertible, he encounters a bloodied and bandaged woman who crawls into his car, and events soon spiral downhill. And it says the entire 88 minutes of the film's runtime is filmed in one take. But debatable, I guess,
I
is what we're saying.
I prefer that synopsis to the one I read, which was just like, "But is it real?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And after 10
yeah.
minutes of the movie, I was like, "There's no interpretation where you think that this was not real."
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
what the fuck? Like, clearly it's real.
It's a very interesting,
Yeah.
but I think it was the whole drug thing. I think that's where,
Hmm.
like, you know what I mean, which is cool
Yeah.
because it makes the narrators themselves unreliable.
It did make me expect like for the movie to be like a lot trippier. And it's just like after
Yeah.
there's like one moment where it's like, "Oh, is it?" And then 5 minutes later it's like, "Oh no, this is certainly happening."
Yeah,
Hmm.
You know.
for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
think
there's sorry, go ahead.
no, no, no. You go up, please.
I just like how it like progressively gets crazier during the movie. Like everything becomes more insane and more like you're losing your mind, but it's not over the top where it's like this is unrealistic. It's
Yeah.
it's more like, this could happen.
Am I tripping?
Yeah.
Or is
Yeah.
there a body in front of me? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But I'm very excited about this conversation as we go into it because a lot of that is kind of like, yeah, it's left on the table, but you're right. At the same time, there is an explanation for it, and I like that we do get that like kind of solid, this
Mhm.
is happening type of like beat going on. But yeah, I mean, trigger warnings for this one, shit. Drugs is the main driving force of this movie, so that makes you uncomfortable. Probably want to
Yeah.
skip this one. Self mutilation,
Hmm.
suicide,
Cannibalism.
Yeah.
cannibalism. Yes, I was gonna say, but like in the sense of like the rabid zombies thing. So at that point, it's kind of like takes the otherworldly thing. But yes, it is just cannibalism.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Just throw a
There's
blanket term over
there's
that one.
there's one part where somebody tries to eat their own hand.
That was fucking
Yeah,
crazy,
that
dude.
was
Yeah.
pretty
Just
nuts.
like a real intrusive thoughts one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
Let's
just
see what
like
this tastes like.
is is it cake?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's so
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, if I was an animator, if I was like Meat Canyon, like he's got to have one like, is it cake? And it's just someone with a knife like up to their own belly, like, am I? Am I?
Straight up, dude. That's so funny. So, yeah, I mean, without further ado, we can get into it if you guys are ready to.
Sure, yeah.
All
Fire the
right.
missile.
Let's get it going.
I am retired.
So we begin with a long David Cronenberg-like credit sequence, complete with droning music that slowly increases in pitch, while the camera pans out to reveal a really cool illustration of someone entangled in thorns and screaming. Which I thought that fucking opening sequence was sick, dude. I was
Yeah.
like, hell yeah. Already immediately trippy.
That was one
Yeah.
thing is like the lens. I was thinking that I was like, okay, I'm gonna be watching for where you could possibly cut.
Hmm.
And then I was just like, damn, that like the lens supporting starting like that, and then the rest of the movie, like, I just wonder what it is.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Like the whole like rig and everything that they had to like be able to like hand shit off and everything.
That
Crazy, dude.
that article you sent me, it says that he had GoPros on like several cast members
That makes
and
sense.
crew members, and he says that they have like hours and hours and hours of footage, and he wants to like figure out a way
A
to
different cut of the movie.
Oh,
well,
dude, that'd be
well,
cool.
well, not even a different cut, but just literally just behind the scenes of just this
Oh,
is
that's
how it was
cool.
made.
Yeah.
This is what the car shot looks like from
I would love
outside.
to
This
see
is
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anna running
Yeah.
down the street, like
Yeah.
all those things where you had to do little tricks. Because there's certain parts of the movie where it's like, yeah, that literally it has to be a cowboy switch or it has to be one of these
How do
things.
you
Yeah.
start from walking into a car and then you follow them in the car and then,
Yeah, then you're there
yeah.
blocks down. So obviously they have somebody like in another vehicle, like hop in, we're going down here, we're gonna fucking,
Yeah.
meet
That's what I'm
them.
saying. Just the pure coordination that it takes to pull all of this off. Like, even if they did high
It's
takes, it's
definitely
just like
impressive.
fucking,
Oh,
yeah, it's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, and then they
So,
go into like that van and then they leave and then they do like the bike shot where she's like the girl's
yeah.
on the bike and like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Just all it's so like smooth how they did
So many
that.
moving parts that just
Yeah,
went perfectly, like perfect. You know what I mean? It's just
yeah.
all
Oh
the
yeah,
stars aligned. That was
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
So the music cuts out, and we see our lead, Roman, taking a rail of red booger sugar to the dome. He asks his drug dealer what it's cut with, and he tells him he doesn't know. He says he'll be gone next week, and Roman tells him that he'll be on vacation anyway. And it is interesting that we start with the drug because it is the whole
I
like, you
I
know,
have
this
I
is the
didn't
Yeah.
gunfiring.
I didn't think about it, but that's why he's gone next week.
hmm
He yeah. I was kind of thinking of like, well, why does this guy have that? But then it comes back to, well, he obviously knew something.
Knew something
Yeah.
And I did
exactly.
think it was kind of funny to be like, hey, you know the guy that you buy drugs from with a bunch of valuable stuff in his house? Let everyone know that I will
He's
not be
gonna be,
home.
yeah, he's gonna be gone. Yeah, exactly.
I was like, this guy does not crime very well. Like,
He doesn't tell you where he's going. I'm gone. See you
Yeah, yeah,
later.
exactly. It's like,
me, you could call me Wyclef Jean because I'll be gone.
so
Yeah.
We have to get a Sunny reference in.
so good. So, as he leaves, he gets a call from Anna, who asks if he scored. He tells her not to talk about that over the phone, and she tells him he's paranoid.
Hella Breaking
I
Bad,
was
fucking
like,
Walter and Jesse.
yeah, yeah,
Did you score the package?
Shut up, they're
yeah.
listening.
Is Tuco dead?
That was good.
And
So
Hank's
they,
just like, that's funny. I know a Tuco.
So they talk about plant.
WW.
W exactly. That's so good.
White women. Where the white women at, Comey?
Oh man. So they talk about plans to go to a party soon, and he says it'll pick her up. He hangs up the phone, and the music kicks into some indie punk type beat while he shadow boxes on his way to the Mustang. He gets in the car and drives off to reveal a very fucking cool title card, which stays on the screen until he passes through it. I was
Yeah.
so hyped watching that shit. I was
Which
like, hell yeah.
it might actually be one of the coolest parts of the movie,
Yeah.
weirdly.
Oh
It
yeah.
is. Yeah, it's such a strong note. That's definitely leading with your best foot.
Yeah, it's one of those movies where it's like it captures you right away and you're like, okay, this is I like movies where it's like it gets you within the first like 5 minutes.
Yep.
You know, it's slow burn movies are cool too, but like yeah, this one's just like right away. You're like, damn, that's pretty sick.
Dude, the
Yeah,
fucking foot is on the gas the
yeah,
entire movie. It's crazy.
yeah,
It's so cool. So yeah, the stogie, he's puffing on the entire time, falls in his lap, and he struggles to put it out. He pulls off to the side of the road, makes half an effort to clean it up, and then he lies down in his seat to take a breather as the drugs do their thing. I was like, yeah, I
He
feel you, dog. You just walked out of there and we're like, I'm gonna drive.
he like thought that the cigarette burnt
The seat.
leather.
Mhm.
So
yeah,
that's really why he pulled over because he got the
Yes.
cigarette out of there, but then I think like it was smudged
I
with
am so
ash.
glad you brought that up because yes, that is a through line. The entire first half of this movie is that he is so concerned with his dad's car.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck, he'll know.
Exact-
Yeah.
Exactly.
And he does the like, lick your thumb. And then
Mhm.
Yeah,
and then that's why he lays back is more because he's like relieved that it's actually not burnt.
I don't
yeah,
know. I was gonna say them drugs is running rampant through
I
his
mean,
shit. Like,
little A, little
little
B.
column
Little
B.
A, little B,
¿Por qué
but
no los dos, bro?
he definitely goes from like I'm fucked to like, oh thank God it came out.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
Like,
exactly. So he suddenly hears a thud against the car and he bolts up. He sees a figure slightly peeking out from beneath the headlight and he goes to investigate. But then he hears the passenger door shut. And when he looks inside, a bandaged up woman is crouched down in the seat and crying. She frantically tries to turn on the car several times, but Roman keeps turning it back off, telling her to calm down and explain what's happening. He attempts to call emergency services, but when they tell him to stay where he is because they're sending an ambulance and police, he quickly hangs up the phone and says, I'll drop you off before starting up the car.
I
So-
love that scene because it's like oh, there's some random crackhead lady in my
yeah,
car. Like, what the
literally.
fuck? And
And
he's
she's like
like, get the
crouched
fuck
on the
out. Yeah.
seat.
Yeah. And he's like, okay, whatever, fuck it. And then he drives. He's like, I'll
So
deal with this
good.
later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because again, it's the cops thing, and he's got all the drugs on him and shit. So it's like
Yeah.
it's so cool how these decisions within his mindset. He's only 18 apparently. He's just about to graduate or just
Oh,
graduated.
yeah.
So it's like all of these make sense within the realm of like being an 18-year-old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All of the decisions that he makes. So he continues to ask her if she understands him as she's crying and nervously looking around, even screaming because the car was flashing its lights on them, which turned out to just be another asshole driver. She eventually pulls out a recording device of some kind and begins playing it back for Roman.
Yeah, it's a little Tascam, which I thought was funny because I know I think Dan has that literally that same
Oh, that same
recorder.
one? That's so funny.
Yeah, he uses it for like just
Good quality.
random
Good.
field recordings. It is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a really good recorder.
so, so the tape is someone describing the patient they're experimenting on. Subject C39, female, aged between 20 and 25, nationality unknown, blonde hair, blue eyes, height 1.77 meters. Roman keeps telling her he doesn't understand and that the hospital is just up ahead. We hear her scream in the tape, and we get a description of what they say they did to her: extraction of the teeth, and excision of tongue and salivary glands as a safety measure. As she points to her mouth, the tape concludes with contamination achieved after injections of retrovirus infected blood, which was fucking cool. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that's the type of movie we're in for. Bet that's cool.
I think
Yeah.
I think I was just hoping it would be more. So when I realized it was rage zombies, I was like, I thought it would be something trippier. I thought it'd be something like more
I think
crazy.
in the realm of the drugs aspect, being that we started with that up top and we're like told this is what's going on. I like that that is again makes him a narrator that we can't trust. You know what I mean? We don't know if this is actually going on or if he's just tripping. But it is like in the beginning because they do allude with that. Like I'm gonna get to it right now with as we go forward. But like there are these scenes of like, is it? Maybe, you know, I
Yeah.
like this little dance that we do in the beginning because that's unique to that type of genre, you know.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like maybe in the very beginning, but I think after a while,
Oh yeah, for
it's
sure.
like
No, yeah,
yeah, it's like yeah, this is happening.
for sure. Yeah, yeah. And then we, yeah, we just go full on fucking chaos in a minute. I love it, dude. So he tells her they'll fix her up at the hospital, and she begins shaking her head in disapproval before smashing it into the center console a
Oh,
couple times.
I think you might have missed the part about no tongue.
No, no, yeah, I said that
Oh,
yeah, the
okay,
excision of the
yeah.
tongue and salivary is yeah. So she's like pointing in her mouth while like he's explaining that. I was like, oh, that's fucked up.
And this
Yeah.
fucking moron is like, what? Huh? Huh?
He's tripping balls at that point. He's like, oh, I don't
Yeah,
understand
yeah,
anything.
What do
yeah,
fucking words mean, bro? She's
yeah,
like,
exactly.
she's like, I showed you my bloody stump. Where are you? Like, answer
Exactly.
me.
Well, I think I like that also this beginning reminded me of Martyrs. Like it was like a
Oh yeah.
complete homage to Martyrs, I thought, with like the
Mm,
like her running out in the beginning. I was like, oh, that's cool. Like that's what I mean is like it's a
that's
lot of
interesting.
it's a pastiche of like a lot of different like of a lot of different influences, which I really thought was like when they molded them into what they did, I was like, that's really cool. It's a really fun packaging. Maybe not the most unique thing, but again, it's like served up in a way that like a lot of people haven't seen before. We
Mhm.
have because we know, you know, I mean, a lot more movies than most, but a lot of
Hmm.
people just watching this for the first time would not have a lot of Gaspar Noé knowledge, you
Hmm.
know?
Yeah. Yeah, there's like homage to like older films. You could see where like the references came from,
Ga
and
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool.
Gasper Noelage. I'm legally obligated to do that. I'm sorry.
So stupid. So she opens up the glove box and starts rifling through it. She finds a sharp object and begins stabbing herself in the neck multiple times. She spits blood all over him before finally expiring, and she gave him her best blech.
She said, I found an Allen wrench and I started stabbing.
Yeah, exactly.
And she did. You're right. Pegged that right away, and it's funny because they definitely like hid the hose with her head, but
Mhm.
she for sure, yeah, just puked all over him.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. She like, yeah, again, she just fucking. I was like, ugh.
He's like, my dad's really gonna kill me now.
Exactly.
Now the lead is fucked.
So he attempts to call emergency services again before thinking against it because he's stoned, as he says. He
Yeah.
tries one more time while wiping blood away from his eyes, and when he gets an answer, he hangs up. I was like, that's hilarious, dude. Oh man. So the music kicks back in. It's groovy, it's real groovy, yet still manages to be an anxiety inducing. It was very, very interesting how the score kind of like comes in and
The
out of this
music is
movie.
really, really good.
Thick as fuck,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
There's one drop that I think is later in the
Mhm.
movie, but there's one really, really good drop that sticks out in my memory. I liked all the music, but
Yeah.
and it is a driving scene where just they hold off for the drums for so long and let it build so
Yeah.
much,
Yeah. I know
and
Oh
exactly what you're
yeah.
talking
Yeah,
about.
then it
dude.
Yeah.
finally just comes in like all at
So
once, and
it's so well. That's what I'm saying. It's composed excellently on
I
every possible
I would
level.
listen to it on its own.
Yeah. 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 For sure.
Mhm.
Yeah. Those soundtracks got a fucking bang, dude. So while driving, he keeps talking to himself. The fucking car. What am I gonna tell him? He covers up the woman with his shirt before that he had lying in the back seat before he pulls into the neighborhood. A friend sees him passing and he wanders over to ask him if he's going to the party tonight. He narrowly makes it into his garage before his buddy can get a good look, which I like that. Again, that's like the very excellently composed because he had to close the door and it's slowly going down and he's walking over. He's like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, no, I'm not gonna be busy tonight. Don't worry. Don't come in here."
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, yeah. I'll see you later, dude. Like,
It's so good, man.
He's like, I promise I'm not jacking off in here.
Don't come in.
yeah,
I
don't go ahead.
promise you. The one thing that I am not doing,
Is what
certainly.
you think. Yeah. But I
So
will
good.
see you later.
You know what? I just
Exactly.
killed a lady, actually.
Exactly. So, in complete shock and still very much high, he wanders downstairs to clean the blood off of himself, all while crying and slamming into things. While in the shower, he gets a call from his father, initially asking if the Mustang is all right, which I thought was
I
funny as fuck.
I love that it's a 35-second shower and then he just gets in his clothes absolutely
Oh
soaking.
yeah,
Yeah,
drenched.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
drenched.
I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
I was actually thinking about that earlier. I was like, so because of the one-shot nature, like because of some of the other scenes, they just have like 30 people in a house just like, oh shit, he's coming. You know?
Yeah.
But then also
So good.
but then also because of it, he's just soaking wet for probably like 20 minutes of
20
this
minutes.
movie.
Yeah, yeah. That's how they have all the driving so it can dry off.
That's funny. That
That's so
actually
good.
good point because
I'm just saying.
when they do leave, he's in like
He's in the back. He's in the
he's
back
in
of
the
the
back.
truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
He's
that
like-
that and they did this 5 days in a row. You got that man sick.
Yeah. He actually got the virus.
Exactly.
You know what's funny too is the whole thing where the dad asks, "Is like, is my car okay?" I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, Ferris Bueller reference.
Bro, that was literally my next note. It was literally my next note.
He
Fuck
does
yeah.
literally look like Cameron.
It
Yeah.
was literally my
I was-
next note. I love you so much, bro. That's awesome.
That's another weird thought that I had recently was Cameron definitely got his ass beat after that movie.
He died.
like we all act like Ferris is so cool, but he got his friend whipped with a chain. Like like what the fuck, dude?
That's
I
why
would
they didn't
not-
make a second one. Because
Exactly.
Cameron's dad killed him.
Yeah.
It was Ferris Bueller's last day, as it was turned
The
out.
second movie is called Cameron's Day Off, and it's just his funeral.
That's so good.
But he's in like a little pine box, and then like the car has like a big ornate like.
And they
That's
just
so
send it
good.
off on a boat, and the boat's on fire, and they're like,
And then they just like open a box and push his body off into the water.
That's good.
Coffin flop on Corn Cob TV. They're
Oh
saying I'm
my.
making it happen. I'm not. It happens. They're like, really? You're filming that many funerals a year where the body
Oh
falls off?
God, dude. I literally have real Ferris Bueller type shit
yeah,
written
yeah,
down as
yeah,
my
dude,
next note. That's so funny, dude.
yeah.
Hey,
Oh man.
before we move on, what's up with the Fabio misbuttoned shirt that he has
Oh
for the
yeah, he
rest
comes
of
out. Yeah, comes out looking like the drug dealer he just came from.
Yeah, it's like I've ascended into the drugs.
I am now the drugs.
Yeah,
So funny, dude. That ruined me, dude. I love that you brought that up. That's
oh
amazing.
yeah, yeah.
Psychic
That's the
Link
first thing
was
I
fucked.
thought.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
exactly.
dude.
It's all just Ferris Bueller in the
You
beginning.
know,
That's all it
rumor
is.
says the wardrobe was almost a Red Wings jersey, but they were like two on the nose, two on the nose.
They cut the parade scene
I,
at the end. It was the whole
Yeah,
thing.
I did. This is probably a good place to say this. In that article that you sent me, he did mention that he's like, yeah, the Mustang is like a cool car,
Mhm.
but literally it's just because we needed to be able to climb around the outside of it while we were filming. That's the only reason we
Makes
used that
sense.
car. Like
yeah,
it wasn't like Mustangs are cool. It has to be a Mustang. It was like it needs to be something expensive and it needs to be big and boxy. Let's get an American muscle car because
That's what
that's
yeah.
it works in a lot of different ways. It works. It's like a really good like opening thing to go. Like it is cool. You know what I mean? Like no matter
Mhm.
who the fuck you are, it's just a cool ass car. And it
Yeah,
opens up on a cool note. And that was just like, all right, cool. Like if that's all you needed to get you in the door and it's like practical, good on you.
Mhm. Yeah.
yeah,
Good on you.
Yeah, I just thought it was a funny sequence of decision making of
Yeah.
like they're
Yeah.
like, "Whoa, you could slap so many red cameras on the outside of this baby."
That's so funny. Yeah, 100%. That's literally what it was.
and convertible, so it's easier to shoot it, right? So
A
Yep.
100%,
yeah,
a
and
hundred
it's
Exactly.
percent.
cooler.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. So it all kind of this weird perfect storm of like it. Yeah, mainly needs to be expensive so that when the dad's upset about it, it makes sense.
Hmm.
Mm,
Needs to be big so that we can actually have it in the story.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. So he tells Ramon that he needs some info about his flight that he left in the kitchen. He retrieves that for him and ends the call with "Happy birthday, son."
Yeah, that was
Great,
real.
great little bit of exposition.
yeah,
That was fucked up.
That was a great little bit of exposition, though. Like, so well done.
In a very genuine way where it wasn't like, gee dad, you always miss my
Yeah,
birthdays,
yeah.
like it
yeah.
was.
Yeah, yeah,
And
for
this,
sure.
which happens to be the day of my birth, like
Yeah.
it was pretty
That's so
well,
funny.
And it's like the
mixed.
worst day of his life.
Yeah, exactly. It's the
It's like,
last day of his life.
yeah.
Ferris Bueller's Last Day is the name of this movie.
This was actually the second one.
This was the spiritual successor
Yeah,
to that
yeah.
film. Absolutely.
I'm the hot cock king of Chicago.
That's so good, dude. So he dreads going back into the garage and he stops to hit the wall a few times underneath some very cool De Los Muertos masks hanging in the hallway. That was so fuck. Dude, I like the design of this house. I'm gonna like bring it up right here because I have a note later on. But the lighting in this house is so cool. There's like
Yeah.
little pops of neon happening in the background, like purples or reds and stuff. And the whole pool is lit like with this red light. Is fucking sick.
Yeah. It's like 80s, like total 80s vibe. I love 80s horror movies too.
Yeah, you're totally right. It is the 80s
Yeah.
color palette. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Super
That's good.
cool.
Yeah, and then those masks that are hanging in the hallway, I thought it was a really cool composition of the shot because he like stops and he hits the wall right there, but the camera like kind of looks up and you
Yeah.
see the two masks like above him. I
And
thought
it's
that
funny
was
because it's
fucking
like
sick.
Day of the Dead and it's like referencing the zombie movie, right? So
Literally,
yeah,
fucking
super
thank
cool.
you for coming on
Yeah.
to this show and blessing us
Yeah.
like this, Doug. That was
Yeah, dude.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I love the just the little composition of that. I had to bring that up. So when he finally gets in the garage, the woman is missing from the car. And as he's frantically looking around for her, the doorbell rings. And when he goes to answer it, Anna greets him with a kiss. She walks in complaining about losing all the money her dad gave her for the trip, so she asks if he doesn't mind spotting her. He agrees and he says that he agrees and she says that she wants to do a line in his room before they head out, but he tells her to stay there while he gets it.
It's funny because she says he gave me 100 euros for
100
the
euros.
summer. And I was like, how fucking weak is the US dollar? How strong is the euro? 100 euros for the Trump, you are like, I knew you were a piece of shit, but Jesus Christ.
It's funny too because like 100 euros is really not that much.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, literally. I'm just like, yeah,
It's like $118
Yeah,
or something. Like it's not,
that's
yeah,
for a weekend. That's crazy, dude. Like,
yeah.
I think on the subtitles I had it said for the summer.
oh, the sun. I don't
So
know about that. I think she says the
maybe
weekend.
yeah, maybe
I
it
have
was
it written down that it says weekend, so I think it might have been weekend.
okay.
Yeah,
For the
but yeah,
summer, she's like, I'm eating grass.
literally,
Yeah. I was
yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Sleep for dinner, baby. Sleep
Yeah.
for dinner.
Fucking ice soup.
Yeah, I see exactly. Oh man, so she steps out near the pool, which is lit with red lights, like we explained, for a smoke, and the entire house is dimly lit with some sick colors. Like I said, right here, there's like a purple as she's like leaving out the door.
The pool is like red, and I was unsure whether it was like a red light or if it was a pool of blood, and
Of blood,
I
yeah.
was like, oh, she's gonna
Yeah,
pop up out of the water.
No,
And
okay,
that
straight up,
tension was
yeah.
very meaning,
yeah,
like
Exactly.
purposeful.
Yes. And
yeah.
even when the camera was moving as she's like on the phone, it like circles to around the water. So I was like, oh, she's gonna be in the water, right? Like that's we've seen this before.
Yeah.
And then it's like, no, we're subverting your
Nope.
expectations for this one, bro. Don't worry, don't
Hmm.
worry.
Yeah, it
It's
fucks with
so
your head a little bit.
it does. It keeps you on
Yeah.
edge. I love it. I love it. So she leaves a voice note for someone saying, baby, if you get this, call me back or text me. You don't need to pick us up. We're going to walk over. We have some stuff we have to do, and I want to talk to him. Okay, see you later. So she wants to get him like alone and just have a conversation, but like she's talking to someone else for
This
like
was
cutesy stuff.
interesting because it kind of like doesn't come back around, but I was like, oh, she's seeing someone else and she's gonna leave him.
Yeah, I didn't really like there's like passing conversations in the car even there were like they're talking to each other and like yeah, we share everything, nobody gets jealous. And then like one of the
Yeah,
girls, I think it's Julia. She's like, "Oh, I'm okay. Like that's not for me."
yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and
Hmm.
there's yeah, it's like this very weird, like I was trying to understand their relationship and it's hard, like very
It's
confusing.
very
But
confusing.
her like getting on the phone, calling someone else baby, and then saying she
Hmm.
needs to talk to him, and then she does go inside and say, "Hey, we need to have a conversation."
Yeah,
But he's like, "There's some fucking woman somewhere in this house. I need to get her out of here."
yeah,
So he's just
exactly.
like, "Let's get." So they never, but I was like, "Yeah, I wonder what truly is,
It's like
going
and
on
then like
there."
polycules exist. It's not even a weird thing, but
And
it's just,
she sorry,
no,
to
no,
your
no. Go ahead.
point,
Yeah.
she does say as well when they're in the car, okay, so let's do what we usually do. We're just gonna be buddies. And I was like, so
Oh,
are they gonna
interesting.
go like try to have a threesome with somebody or
Interesting.
something? Like it was yeah, I was like, there's like a lot going on in their relationship that is so hard to understand in one viewing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I like that though. The little bits of again, like I said, like leave it open for like world building because that's an established relationship that we're just getting a peek into, and then before everything fucking breaks loose, you know. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that.
And
There's more there underneath.
I don't want to say too much too early, but there is something later that makes like a great irony to if like the way I was reading it
Yep.
is how it is, because then of course, as great ironies about these things go, it seems to reverse the course,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
I think I have that written in my notes too. Exactly what you're
Okay,
talking about.
okay.
Yeah. So Ramon returns with the drugs and he tells her that he's gonna stay home tonight. She asks why he's acting strange, and he says it's nothing. Suddenly, we hear honking and see a flashlight shining through the door, which I love that that's a continuing motif. I love that that keeps happening throughout the movie and it means something different every time.
Yeah.
So cool. I love that. So he goes outside to see the group that they were supposed to be meeting up with later on, waiting for him in their car. He tries telling them to quiet down in between twitches, but they keep on honking and blaring music till he acquiesces. I have the word twitches written down so many times in my notes. 90% of the acting was twitching in this movie, and it's
As we
phenomenal.
continue on,
Exactly.
twitches only intensify.
Yeah,
Yeah.
straight up. So he tells them he'll go with them, and he walks back inside to set the alarm. But before doing so, he checks the CCTV cameras. God damn, that's hard to say. And he sees no sign of the bandaged woman, which was crazy. I love, again, it's like, is it this is where it really reminded me of Martyrs. It really reminded me of like the first beginning of Martyrs, because that movie is just three movies in one. It's just three. That's like very distinct chapters cuts in that movie. And then this
Yeah.
one, like, you have the element of like, is she going crazy, or is that demon actually in there with her in Martyrs? And then in
Mhm.
this one, you have like, are they actually coming to get me, or am I just high?
Yeah, like was the lady even there in the first place, kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love that they play with the audience in the beginning. It's a cool little dance.
Yeah.
So he returns to the car before they take off, and the sound cuts out for a split second while he's looking around. It comes back in while they're all having a drug fueled conversation. And speaking of which, they begin passing around a baggie and taking hits. The sound begins to echo and distort while the street lights begin to appear brighter.
It's a real callback to Fritz the Cat.
Yeah. Straight up with the fucking goofy ass like. Yeah, it's so. Oh my god, go listen to our Fritz the Cat episode.
Two
when that
movies,
drops, by the
two
way.
movies where a real piece of shit ends up in a bathroom doing drugs with multiple women. I'm sorry, they're the same movie.
So true, yeah. So funny, dude. Oh my god, dude, that's so funny. I can't wait for people to hear that Fritz the episode. Like, and by the time this comes out, that'll have been out. So go listen to that. Yeah, please go listen to that. So they pass around. The sound begins to echo and distort while the street lights appear to be brighter and flickering, which is really cool. We stay focused as on Ramon as he spaces out completely and gets that lights are on, but nobody's home. Look in his eye.
Yeah, he really. His pupils are fucking dilated.
Gone, bro. Yeah, gone. But it's so cool too to kind of see that what's happening too, given the context later on, that it's like this is essentially him being charged up. Like, you know what I mean? It's like that's literally what it is. And it's funny. I'm like, oh, that's neat how they did that. Yeah, but yeah, it's so. This is when the sound design is fantastic. I love the sound design as another went through line in this movie. The fucking neck cracks. Oh, dude, that.
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Every single time it made me uncomfortable. I was like, oh, dude, no.
Don't do that. It's bad for you.
Yeah. Oh man. So Anna tries asking him again why he's acting strange, and even asks if she's the reason for it at one point, but he has no reaction at all. The sound cuts out again, and we hear the voice from the recording earlier repeating a few words, only this time it's clearer. Subject C39, contamination achieved. Which is very cool because just the voice comes in, not like the over the phone effect. It's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
So they arrive at the party, and Anna leads him inside. Everyone is excited to see him, telling him happy birthday, but he couldn't be further from planet Earth at this very moment.
Yeah, he's fucked up.
Yeah, he is gone, bro.
He's I don't think I've seen someone that fucked up since the one time I watched all my friends smoke salvia in high school.
God.
And I didn't.
Did you have survivor's guilt?
No, I have
fucking crazy.
I have survivor's hilarious memories. I have survivor's happiness with his decisions.
The
in
weed.
hindsight.
Yep, exactly.
I literally, I remember one of my friends hitting it, laughing hysterically, and then going, taking his shirt off and throwing it at the ground and going, a snake! And just
oh my god, dude!
He became Smokey from Friday,
sprinting down the fucking street, and
literally Smokey from Friday.
I was the only not hitting it one. I mean, I don't know if sober is the right word.
Yeah,
and so I just went running after him, and then eventually he turns around and stops and just goes, "Stop chasing me!"
incredible.
It's do not smoke salvia, and
Yeah.
Oh
do not
no.
listen to what the guy at the smoke shop told us that day, which is, what's really fun to do is smoke salvia and drive.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God, what a
That man
fucking
deserves to
asshole.
be under the
In
jail.
jail. Yeah.
Under the
Yeah.
jail.
Under the jail. Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
it reminds me of those YouTube videos. Remember that guy that used to do that? And he would
Oh
he's
my
like gardening
God.
on salvia and like
Yes.
he's in a car.
No.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
There's a dude that did that on YouTube like years ago, like a long
That's
time
Yeah.
ago.
fucking
Yeah.
crazy, dude. What the
He would
fuck?
do it and he got in his car and he's like and he's just like
Oh.
totally done. And then a cat jumps on the car and he's like, whoa, whoa. And he's like freaking out and it's like he's on another planet. But it's the
That's
Yeah.
funniest shit ever.
He doesn't drive anywhere. Like
Oh,
No.
okay, okay.
and he clearly knows doing all of these activities that nothing's gonna happen after he hits the salvia. So like
Yeah.
that's the whole
That's
joke.
the
So
joke.
like
That's so
Yeah.
funny.
he's like in the garden with his gloves and his shears, and he's like gardening on salvia. I got my little thing. We're gonna transplant this. Okay.
Yeah. And then he's just like gone. Yeah.
Just fucking
and
collapses. That's
and then
so
then
good.
sometimes he'll just go like "Ugh, ugh," or something like
Yeah.
not even words, but just like clearly he's like
Oh
in the
my
ether.
God,
Yeah.
dude, I hope that
Oh.
I'm able to find clips of that for like just a little bit of like a picture over this for the clip.
Oh,
Oh,
you
That'd be
dude.
incredible, dude.
I'm
And if
pretty
you
sure it's
do
on YouTube
right now,
still,
Skip,
yeah.
send me that fucking screenshot if you find it right now.
I just
So,
found
please send me please send me screenshots.
it's a 4-minute video. It's a fucking 4-minute video of this dude.
I just need
laying on the
screenshots.
ground.
You have homework now. Get me screenshots. So
Yeah, I'm sending you this link right now.
so he keeps cracking his neck every time he twitches, and it's increasingly upsetting. He eventually grabs a mask that's hanging on the wall as he makes his way up to the bathroom upstairs. He then proceeds to commit a mortal sin of drugs and stares at himself in the mirror wearing the mask. Never do this.
Absolutely.
Never do this, especially not with that fucking mask.
If this movie
Yeah.
has a philosophical core, it's don't put on a mask and look in a mirror while you're hallucinating.
So true.
I
dude.
think
Oh
it
my
all
God.
goes wrong here.
Mortal sin, dude. Yeah, and the mask itself. Oh my God.
It's
That
scary,
shit
dude.
is so cool.
It's weird how as this goes on, like it does it in such a way, and this is probably the actual literal best part of the movie. It
Yeah,
does it in such a
I would
way
agree.
where I was questioning my own eyes the whole time.
Yes.
Where I
Yes,
was like,
because it's 3 layers of eyes, 3 layers of mouths, and then 3 layers of ears.
but
It's
it's
so fucked
but
up.
it starts as one.
No, it doesn't. I looked, I rewinded it back because I was like, oh no shit. It is because when he grabs it off of the wall when he's walking by, he covers his face. And he keeps it down as as he's walking. And so you literally see there's the silhouette of the 3 ears as he's like turning away. Yeah.
Okay.
I fine combed this bitch, don't you worry.
I was wondering that whether they just like I was like that's probably the most intense CGI
I
in
had
the movie if that's
I
what
had
they
the
did.
exact same thought. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I literally was like, is it splitting in front of
Yeah.
me?
It's
Was
just
it
a
like
clever
that?
it's a
Like
clever
it's
reveal, dude, because literally it's the sound design. That's what I was
It's-
talking about.
okay. So now that I know it's a physical mask, literally the worst mask
Oh yeah.
for
Don't
this.
ever do that shit, dude.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but like, whoa.
No, please, 100%. If we could save a life, please, please do.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
no.
Dude, I felt
Yeah.
like I was tripping balls at that. I was like, I'm just watching a movie.
Yeah, it's when he's cracking his neck and it's the sound within the mask. Because also when he like literally puts on the mask, the sound dims to where it's only you're hearing from inside his mask.
Oh yeah. That was
It's
cool that they did
so
that.
fucking cool, dude. And then like when he turns and he hears, I think it's when they're coming inside already. But when he hears Anna and Julia walk into the bathroom and he turns over and he looks, that's when the camera like it doesn't like jerk or anything, but it kind of like affixes on him, and then you see the face head on. You're like, oh, what the fuck? Like that's so it's such a clever and like well done like a composed shot. Again, I'm just gonna keep using that word. Composition is
It,
Yeah.
there's so much going on in here. It's
there's a
ridiculous.
lot to be said for like it's not like the there's no doubt in my mind that the trick to all of this is not a 5 kilometer rail that twists around and does all this shit. So in all of this, with everything else going on, they also have to frame all of these shots across.
Exactly.
I mean, I would have to count that. It would be interesting to go back and count, but 10 locations?
Literally. Yeah,
Oh
and not even
yeah.
that, but like streets that they're traveling on.
Yeah, and that's probably the easiest part is the driving part in terms of having it have a
Handing it off.
consistent look,
Hmm.
making sure
Yeah,
that
but
scene always kind
you're
of looks
right
the
though.
same.
Even going into different rooms with different lighting. At one point, the
That is
lighting
something that
fucking goes on. At one point, it's just like that's fucking
that was
crazy.
another thing I was thinking is that it's not like the party scene, for instance, when
Yeah,
and also it starts with the sun out.
It
yeah. The
does.
sun
Yeah.
is shot
But
like barely
just about to
setting.
start
Yeah,
going
it's
down.
so
And
good.
so it turns into night as the movie
Hmm.
goes on, which is also really, really interesting.
To keep
Um,
that consistency of that like look throughout it. Yeah, that cinematographer
but
went the fuck off, dude.
yeah, and that's the other thing I was thinking was like you said about the lighting. Like, so while he's at the drug dealer's house, they've
Mhm.
got 50 people in this other house where the party's going to be just kind of waiting for
I
till
love
they
the thing that you
till they
said.
get
Like,
there.
oh shit, he's coming.
No, like literally, like they're not.
So good.
It's not a real party, so they're not just like
Yeah, it's
partying until
literally,
he gets there.
yeah.
They're like, and then he leaves, and they're like, all right, cool, wrap. That's
Yeah.
me done, and they just fuck off.
Unless they
But
did party, maybe
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were.
it
They
would be
just keep
pretty
they keep
sick.
partying after he
Yeah.
leaves.
It would be
Yeah.
pretty sick, pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Um, but they're
Oh
not
man.
going into a bunch of sound stages with
Mhm.
big lighting rigs. It seems
Yes.
like they're just going into
It's
houses.
houses. Yeah, it's literally just
So
houses.
that
It's
is
fucking
something I
crazy.
was wondering was like how crazy was the color grading to try and make everything
Yeah.
similar because they had to do it on that level rather than they don't have the big dome lights
That they could
everywhere
just
to
like turn the fucking turn the dial down and then dim
yeah
them and shit.
it
Yeah.
would be too obvious. I did see someone say that you do fully see the camera during this movie, but I didn't see
There's
it.
I think it's in the shadows when they're like panning across the streetlights. I was like, there's nothing you could do about that. Like,
So
it's
Yeah.
I think it's a
yeah.
reflection. I saw a
Oh, is
few
it? That's funny.
people say you literally see the camera in a reflection, and I was
That's
like,
so
well,
funny.
I
I
didn't
don't
catch
care.
it, and
I don't care.
yeah.
They do found footage movies that where you see the camera either way. You know what I mean? And like,
Yeah.
it's almost
True.
interesting to kind of look at this almost as if it was a found footage movie too. In that genre.
I want to know too is like, how there's like a lot of scenes on the streets too. They had to have that like shut down and stuff.
That was the other thing that I was thinking
That's
was how
yeah.
many permits and how did they like that would
Because
be the
at one
hardest
point you just
part.
literally look at a ghost town. Like there is
Yeah.
no motherfucker on that street. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like they had to do like probably like all day, like this whole thing is shut down and like make sure no one comes in and ruins the shot or else the
I
whole movie's
Yeah,
fucked.
I
Like,
literally think that might have been the reason why they shot it at night too. I think they were like, yeah, because it was going to be less. It costs less to shut down the streets because they're already closed at that point. So it
Hmm.
yeah.
might have been even due to constraints of budget, which again forces creativity. I always talk about it, which is what I love about indie films. It's so fucking cool to see how creative you get with limited
Mm,
ass resources. It's punk rock, baby.
yeah.
So he hears Anna walk into the bathroom with her friend Julia and ducks behind the door frame to hide while they do some red rails off of her phone. Julia fakes an overdose for yucks, and when a pregnancy test falls out of her purse, Anna is confused because Julia apparently doesn't have sex with her boyfriend. And Julia tells him that she does in fact fuck because she fucked Roman recently. Her her reaction is hilarious because of the conversation that they were all having in the car earlier. She goes, "Cool, cool," and rushes out the door.
Yeah, and she just dips out of there. Not
She's
yeah.
out. Yeah, yeah, she's out.
And I was yeah, for a second I was like really not sure how to like whether I was like, is
Yeah,
she
if it
fucking
was
with her?
genuine or not, or yeah, exactly. But no, yeah, she's just like, yeah,
I think she said it to her like in a way like she was fucking around.
mhm.
but like I don't know, it's hard to tell.
They literally, you just watched one more minute of the movie. She wasn't fucking around.
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
But did Anna, you know what I mean?
I get
Did
what you're
she
saying. Yeah,
know?
yeah. I think that's probably what, because I think with her
It's
paranoia about him acting strangely the whole night, I think that's kind of feeding into that
it's
as
like
well.
when your friend says your mom, like you don't think he really fucked your mom, you know? At least God, I hope not. That would be a hard life if every time someone said I fucked your mom, you were like, again? Mom?
No, no.
Oh my
Just believe
god.
everything, everything, every time.
That's hilarious.
Mom, stop getting run through.
That's hilarious.
That'd be a hard life, brother.
Oh, Vess. So, as I was saying, Ramon turns the corner and pulls off his mask before they begin making out very roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's almost trouble every day rough. Like I was,
Mm-hmm.
it's intense, bro. Like he's in the middle of another more aggressive twitching episode and almost gagging when she pushes him back and makes a comment about his eyes. This was fucking cool. This was so cool. I love, again, the subtle use of CGI throughout this movie works so well.
Hmm.
We see that his eyes have a reflective look about them, like a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And he runs to the mirror to investigate while he's smearing the lipstick message, asking himself what's going on. Because I didn't put it in here, but there is a message sprawled in
I
what's
was
on the
gonna,
mirror.
I was hoping someone had like a
A
translation of that.
translation. I know I wanted to look back at it, but yeah, I didn't have time. But yeah, it was really cool to see how you're just like, it's the chaos of everything kind of like mixing and blending so well that like a lot of this in particular right here reminded me of Climax, if you've ever seen it, Matt.
I haven't seen that one. No.
Climax is Gaspar Noé's film,
I
one of my favorite movies he's ever done.
Yeah.
I did see quite a few people make that
Yeah.
comparison.
Yes, because right here is straight up like it's a lot of what this movie is in the beginning of it. It's a lot of improv between people where they already have established relationships that you're just literally getting thrown in the middle of. You're just like, oh, I guess she fucked him and she's angry, or you know what I mean?
Hmm.
It's literally
Yeah.
one of that, and then they're just like, oh yeah, everybody's on drugs now, and then let's just see what the fuck. We lock them in a room and let's just see what the fuck happens, and that's
Yeah.
Climax. Like that's that entire
Yeah.
movie. But it's a lot of it is like this, where you're seeing people's internal like struggles, kind of outwardly expressed with the drugs pumping through their fucking system.
Yeah. It's kind of realistic that way, where it's like, these people have these issues with each other, but like that's already like in the past or whatever,
Yep.
and you're coming into it and like, oh, what you have to like figure it out, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You're
kind of
left
cool.
to, yeah, exactly. You're left to kind of
Yeah.
pick up the pieces of the puzzle that they're kind of just sprawling out.
Yeah.
And I think
Drug fueled puzzle.
I think it goes to show as well, and like I don't totally think it's saying that they're hypocritical, and I don't have this read of polyamorous people.
Yeah.
But there's this interesting thing that happens where so many of the polyamorous couples that I know,
Mhm.
one person wants to be polyamorous, and the other person is willing to do it because they love the other person so much.
Yeah.
But because of it, only one person is really like actively seeking anything. And I've literally seen it where someone in these situations has told the less enthused partner, unless you go and like hook up with somebody else, this isn't going to work for me because like
I
that's
see what you're
that's what
saying.
I want.
I see what you're saying.
So there is this, she's like, we share and all this and all that, and then she's like, I fucked your boyfriend. Unacceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not even like determined. It's not even explicitly determined that they're even together, though. You know what
Yes.
I mean? Like it's kind of
Yeah.
like everybody's like this open secret or some shit that like they're together.
But enough
Yeah.
for her to like
Be
be,
emotionally
she
invested, and
and,
yeah.
throughout the rest, we can see throughout the rest of the film that she definitely does have,
Emotions for him.
emotion,
Yeah,
anger at Julia for
yeah,
what happened,
yeah.
which if she truly was, polyamorous, she really wouldn't care as long as it
Hmm.
was done in an ethical way and they,
Yep.
communicated with each other.
Yeah.
So I just, really want to be clear here. I don't, polyamory is fine. I
Yeah,
just happen
yeah,
to be
yeah.
monogamous because I think, I it's too much work. But more power to you if that's what you want to do, as long as you're communicative and
Yeah.
everyone's on
Yep.
board.
Exactly.
But I have seen that weird phenomenon of, well,
Yeah.
that's what this person wants, and I want this person, so I'll put up with it.
And I think that's
Yeah.
interesting way that they're again exploring that within this realm of like again because we talk about all the time like horror movies are that's exactly what they are. They're meant to explore the things that make us uncomfortable. Like
Hmm.
that's what they lean into, and
I'm
that's
just glad we could do it without Vincent Cassell this time.
oh, that's the boy though,
No, I
bro.
love him, but he freaks me out.
He's just that good.
He's a freaky little dude.
So he gets a call from his dad who asks where he is because the alarm system is going off. He tells him he's on his way home
Cameron.
now. Yeah, exactly. Literally.
Oh fuck.
So he tells him he's on his way home now and he'll be there shortly before he hangs up. We hear his dad yelling, "There's someone in the house," before he does that.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
honestly, even like thinking about it now, this
Mhm.
is for sure like the scariest part of the movie.
It's very cool.
This is like
It's yeah.
the most unknown. What is happening? Like even
Mhm.
just thinking about it now, the idea of getting that call and there's someone in the
Yeah.
house,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
that's
goosebumps,
yeah,
man.
that's
Yeah,
fucked up.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. It's so scary. So he makes his way downstairs as the music and lights get more intense. And he goes deer in the headlights mode when we get a sick shot of him staring towards the camera as the lights flicker. His eyes are full on cat mode and his nose is bleeding. Anna wipes a little bit of the blood away before kissing him, slapping him, and then calling him an asshole. Which fair, yeah. But that
Yeah.
shot is so, dude. That shot is so cool. I love the way he looks. Like it reminded me of Blade, dude. I was just like, oh, it looks like
Oh
Frost when he's
yeah.
walking in there. That shit looks
Yeah.
sick, dude. So he stumbles outside, and a random person starts feeling up on him, trying to guide him inside. But he knocks him back and then proceeds to beat him half to death on the lawn.
And this is actually
It's
again,
rough. It's
it's
rough.
I listened to another podcast talk about bringing her back, and they mentioned that the Philippines, like the big thing that they did, and there was an Australian podcast, and they said
Mhm.
it that way, so I'm willing to believe that that's how
Yeah,
you say
yeah,
their last name.
yeah.
Um, they were like, yeah, this is mainly what they did on YouTube was like they said the car
It's
crash.
stunts. Yeah.
Yeah, they said the car crash was like that's pretty much what they do on the
Mm-hmm.
channel, and then
Rocka Rocka.
the
Yep.
punch they were like, well, that's why it looks so good
Yeah,
because they've
that
been
yeah,
doing
that punch
that's what
is
they've been doing
fun.
since they were
She goes
teenagers.
down on it, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
dude.
just a hammer fist.
Yeah, it's
Um,
crazy.
but yeah, it's very similar here. These
Yeah.
I was like, that man's dead.
Yeah.
For
We
real.
just watched the snuff film. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
it's real.
Like you really underestimate, or excuse me, we are conditioned to overestimate
Overestimate, yeah.
how much a human can take. Like people think they can like get hit in the head with a bat and be okay. It's like no,
No,
No.
no, no.
no,
My brother.
Depending how hard it is.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anything with real feeling behind it, with real,
Yeah,
you're
it's
done.
either you lose the ability to walk straight for a month or you just lose the ability to speak, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
communication anything ever again.
we watch
Yeah.
movies where it's like, fuck, I lost my arm and my other hand is mangled and my legs are fucked up, but
Oh
I'm still
yeah.
gonna kill this bear because I'm Leonardo DiCaprio.
Exactly.
And
Dude,
it's like,
one of the craziest ones is like the Evil Dead 2013 remake.
Oh
oh
yeah.
The
yeah,
the
So
dude
good.
the dude with the glasses goes through so much in that
Yeah,
film before he dies. I'm
he
like,
gets
there's
fucked
no
up the
way.
most.
this,
Dude, there's no way anybody could survive like half the shit. He gets like nails everywhere and he's like,
Yeah.
that
yeah,
was a funny thing about Terrifier as well, is that you have to just imagine that all of these people have a nervous system disorder that makes them experience much less
yeah,
pain because
yeah,
Yeah.
your body shuts down way before the
Yeah.
point of like the bedroom scene.
Oh,
or
dude, yeah.
the splitting in half, or
Hmm.
the shower
The
scene. Like
shower scene.
you're
Yep.
Oh,
you're
yeah.
you are checked out so early in that
Yeah.
process.
Yeah.
You stop feeling things, your brain just goes, "No, we're done. Dude,
Yeah.
we've hit the
And
pain
I'm out,
limit.
dog.
Turn the lights out, brother." It's like the end of a sitcom in the 90s where the
Yeah.
creator walks in sweeping and then hits the
Hit the
lights.
light.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Like,
You might as well be on salvia at that point.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah. That might
Yeah.
help.
Yeah, by the time
Yeah.
the chainsaw's like to here and splitting you in half, like
You're gone. Yeah.
You're
yeah,
gone.
Yeah.
there's no
So,
Yeah.
so yeah, but he slams his head in the ground a few times. It's fucking
yeah,
violent, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
because he
That's
punches him and then he slams his head, and you're just like, oh god,
he
damn, dude.
fucked that dude
Yeah,
up.
yeah, straight up. That was yeah. It's fucking. It's basically a hate crime too.
I wonder if watching back if you can see it or if the like IRL that hand is broken. His hand.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, it's you could see there is
He's
CGI
doing
blood in there. Yeah.
he's doing PCP punches. So like 'cause
Nothing hurts.
hey, speaking from experience, that's the thing that happens is
Oh man.
you punch harder than you realize is bad for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it's very easy.
Boxer's fracture. Whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
very
Yeah.
easy to do it. Ask me how I know.
Yeah.
So he's like straight up no survive, like the brain body connection is gone. That's
Yeah.
like he's doing those punches where you fucking pull up and your arm's a stump. You know?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Like,
Literally, yeah, yeah. It's from Invincible.
pretty much.
Absolutely, yeah.
Pretty
much.
much.
It's mush on your arm.
Yeah.
Literally, yeah.
But he
Yeah.
definitely did bleed. I do remember him like his hand bleeding.
He is
after
bleeding
that.
from his hand, yeah, for sure. So Julia tries to intervene, but he pushes her down and walks off.
I was afraid he was gonna
I was
fuck her
yeah,
up.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh, don't you do it, don't do it.
I was
dog.
like, look, I hate you and you're a terrible person, but you're not that bad.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can redeem yourself, bro.
Yeah. Don't hit her. Just don't hit her.
Exactly.
Don't be part of the 40%.
Exactly. Exactly. So when he finally gets outside, he attempts to call the security company to prevent them from sending the cops to his house. But the operator tells him that she can't shut the alarm off remotely, so he needs to input the code manually. He hops on a bike and pedals his ass off while attempting to stall the operator, which is so funny because she keeps putting on like, all right, I'm gonna let you go ahead and do that. Put him on hold. You hear the music
Yeah.
going for a little bit.
And you realize why she keeps taking him off so quickly, right? And you caught what she said during this exchange?
No, that she keeps.
She keeps
No,
she
what?
keeps asking, "Are you standing next to the
Oh yeah,
panel?"
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right.
Because she's looking on the camera and sees the
Seeing
woman
someone
standing
next
there.
to
Standing
the
there,
panel.
yeah.
That's
And
sick.
and
That's sick.
and after she puts him on hold twice, she tells him something about like, if you miss input a third time, we will have to call the police or something like that.
Oh,
So she's just brain mush hitting the panel.
that's
trying
crazy.
to
I
make
didn't even
it
think
stop.
about that. That's sick, dude.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Which again made me like, oh God, like she's gonna be standing right there when you walk in
We
the
walk
door.
in. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So then when he gets there and she's not, I was like, well, where is this bitch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So when he finally makes it back, he runs inside to shut off the alarm, and the operator wishes him a good night. He gets a call from his dad asking what they stole, and Roman tells him that they didn't steal anything, that everything is there. There's a brief pause, and his dad asks, Roman? Before cackling maniacally. Dude, that laugh was so good, man.
That's like really the one thing where I'm just like, oh yeah, that's drugs.
That
Yeah.
was cool.
Like-
Yeah, yeah. But again, kind of makes him the unreliable narrator though, because the same thing was happening before he even like got there to the party. You know what I mean? His dad was calling him and shit.
Well, no, but I mean the maniacal laugh part.
Oh yeah,
But I guess the other read is that it's not what he's snorting, it's something else more deep that all of them have been infected, including his dad, and his dad is on a plane going crazy.
Yeah, that's interesting too. If you kind of take that at face value as like, oh, that's interesting. I like that. I didn't even consider
Yeah.
that, but that's a good read of that. Yeah.
Because it's just so unequivocal to me. This shit is happening.
Yeah, yeah,
There's
yeah.
just
There is an outbreak happening. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it's not trippy enough for me to ever be like, oh shit, is it in his
yeah.
head? Like even when they leave at the beginning, when they get in the car, you see her in the street.
Oh,
Oh, really?
When they're so the it's shooting like the bed of the truck
yeah,
horizontally, so you have
yeah.
the two rows and you have the guy who's standing.
Uh-huh.
And in the direction that the guy who's standing is looking, he's not paying attention because he's
He's
busy
like,
telling a
yeah,
story
he's,
about like how great he is or whatever.
yeah, yeah.
But then the music slows down and we get this like
Oh,
effect,
that's
and then the
right.
camera turns, and in the distance you see a figure with white on top, red on the torso, and white on the
That's
bottom
fucking sick.
Oh,
standing in the
dude.
distance. So it's just her in the middle of the street watching them leave to
God
go to the
damn.
party.
Dude, this movie fucking riffs for a
Because
second watch. It's
it
so
hella just
good,
goes and
man.
turns, and I was like, oh yeah, that has to be her. That can't be a pole.
Yeah,
That is
yeah, yeah.
her.
Yeah,
I
that's so
totally
sick.
missed that. I totally missed that. And usually I see stuff in the background of like movies like um was it Haunting of Hill House where there's all the ghosts in the
Yeah, the
background?
ghosts. I want to
Yeah,
watch it for
dude.
that reason. I haven't seen
Yeah,
it,
I
but
was like,
yeah,
oh,
It's
dude,
that's
probably
it's
cool.
good.
it's probably like 20 minutes into the movie, but it's right when they're leaving for the party.
Oh,
Oh, dude, I
interesting.
gotta watch this again. It's been a minute since I've seen it. It's like a couple months.
Yeah, it's real. I'm telling
Yeah,
you, it's worth a rewatch just because of the little shit that you will catch along the way and like little bits of dialogue and shit. Very
yeah,
cool. But yeah, there's so much happening at breakneck speed. So yeah, don't even like, you know what I mean? I didn't catch all this shit in the first watch. I was like, what the
yeah.
fuck? So Ramon drops the phone when he hears the kitchen sink start to run. When he goes to investigate, he sees all the drawers pulled open. He finds the recorder from earlier and begins playing it back. The voice remarks that the test subject's body temperature has dropped significantly and that her pupils are dilated, stating that he will now proceed with eye tests, quote unquote. Ooh, I was like, ooh, mm-mm. So
Oh, and she does like
the bandage over
one
one
of
of
her
the eyes.
eyes
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
covered. Yeah,
hmm
yeah.
So the narration continues. I have observed in the subject spectacular strength when exposed to light. The emissions of photons seem to provoke a physiological response, stimulating increased adrenaline production, which is the reason why he attacked the man at the party because he was dead fucking deer in the headlights with that shit
And they
the
were
entire time.
that's where the strobe thing is, right? I do not like that shit in movies.
Oh,
I'm not epileptic, but
But you're like, yeah, it's just uncomfortable to
at a
watch.
certain
Yeah.
point it does make me like kind of start to feel like I'm gonna throw up. So maybe I am a little bit, but
You might not fuck with climax.
well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Exactly. We'll find out because it's so interesting how much of this is just literally like little distilled bits of climax, where it's like, yeah, that's just a lot of the movie. But you know, well, yeah. But I love the way that they again, it's kind of ramping it up because the entire way he's like looking at the streetlights while they're driving, and he's just kind of like losing himself, like getting lost in it. And you think, oh, those are the drugs, but it's no, it's literally like the sun's charging his ass up. Like you know
Mm.
what I mean?
yeah.
Like he's a solar panel for chaos. It's fucking crazy.
Is that's a free Angelmaker song
There
title?
you go.
Solar panel for chaos. Yeah,
He's like
that's the
writing
next
it down.
one.
Like, God damn it, where's that?
Where's my phone? Oh wait.
That's so funny. So he continues scanning the house, twitching all the while, and eventually finds the bandaged woman sitting in the bathtub, cutting into her chest. A question mark. I'd look like that. I think she was cutting into her like a neck or like this area.
I think she was about to slit her throat. I think that's what
No,
happened.
she's carving in because literally what
Oh.
yeah, because of what happens next. So while the room is covered in blood stains, he grabs the tool out of her hand and tosses it aside. And while he's freaking out against the mirror, we see the woman tearing out some sort of tracking device in the reflection. And she's like pulling out it's like this blinking red device and like she pulls it out and she tries handing it to him. And then like yeah, she's like painting something in blood on the floor like some sort of like I think she's trying to like write help or some shit, but she's just writing like some weird scribblings, and then she's just trying to hand it to him. She's like, look, motherfucker, like this is real."
Like I told you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so he stumbles out of the room, and when he turns the corner, he sees flashlights glaring through the window again as men in full military gear and gas masks are pointing guns inside, looking for an entrance. He catches a glance of the soldiers carrying a wrapped up body on a slab while he's hiding, and he
It's
realizes that he's surrounded.
Is this when we see them? I think this is when we see them come in, and it's not even like it's like a futuristic coffin body bag, super sleek.
Hmm.
Like it almost looks like it like came out of the fucking monolith in 2001. Like it's really like it's
Yeah, for
concerning
real.
how futuristic this body bag is.
Yeah, it's really cool. Again, like even their masks have a similar style to them, like a very odd look about them. Very cool. I like the masks. They were cool
The
looking.
Mhm.
the masks definitely give the vibe of we're gonna shoot this movie, and if Capcom lets us call it
Yeah,
Resident Evil.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, this is
Call
definitely
it the
Raccoon City coded.
call it the Parasol Corporation.
That's
Yeah,
so funny. Yeah, literally.
dude.
That's so
That's
funny.
good.
Thank you.
So the lights begin to periodically pulse, which is what I was talking about. This must have been fucking hard to like edit in this. In that
That's
editing bay would have been wild to do this part. So the lights begin to periodically pulse, accompanied by a loud synth-like drone, and we see the woman contort her body down the hallway while growling before getting snatched up and bodied by the soldiers. They fuck her ass up, dude.
yeah.
Fucking so like, and then she's done.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
Well, doesn't she? Because we see that, but then
there's something more screaming in it. That's
there's more
exactly what I was gonna say.
yeah.
struggle afterwards,
Afterwards, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
which which set me up later to be like, I
Is
don't
there
think
more
that's
of them, or
yeah.
I thought that was my go-to. I was like, is there
Oh,
more of them?
I
Like
thought she just survived the. I thought she
she
just took
survived the initial
she
attack.
just
Yeah.
took more effort than they expected.
Well, it's true
Which
because you're gonna see literally. There's evidence for that later on. That you're exactly right.
yeah, later we see someone who's learned the lesson of how much work it takes.
That's funny. That's funny. So
No half measures,
yeah,
Walter.
exactly. Love
You
that Breaking Bad is the through line on this one.
there's another good reference to be made here. You're like a chimp with a machine gun.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, that's so good. So Ramon twitches his way through the house and we hear more screaming and gunshots before he darts out the back door into a large field of tall grass. He escapes the grass, laughing maniacally like we heard his father doing on the phone, and he finds himself back in the nearby neighborhood, but begins biting to his own arm underneath a streetlight. That was fucking
That was pretty
crazy.
crazy. Yeah,
Oh, it's so gross, dude.
He
because he
had
doesn't he take like a chunk out too,
He
right?
might, yeah.
Yeah,
It's in the shadow and like kind of like low street light, so yeah, it's hard to
yeah.
kind of see. But yeah,
am I cake?
am I gay? Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And he determined he was not cake.
No, so it could taste like pennies.
That's good.
It also like without fully understanding what was gonna happen like just yet in terms of like to him, because it's always different. Sometimes it's being in the same room with them, sometimes it's being bitten. This time
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not even transfusion, but blood transfer.
Could
Um,
even be airborne with a lot of other play. Yeah,
so it
Walking Dead.
almost seemed like a weirdly human expression of like pain and rage as well. Like even
Mm.
like now, I'm like, no, it clearly is a symptom.
Hmm.
It also almost seemed like everything is fucked. Everything is over. What can I do? And then he
Mm.
just
Yeah,
bites himself. Not just nothing else.
There's just devoid of any other
Nothing
like.
can be done.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
There's
Yeah, yeah,
nothing useful he can
yeah.
do.
The
So
But
ultimate nihilism. Yeah, exactly. So start
yeah,
biting.
I
but
did
you know
see a
what's crazy is, sorry to cut you off,
no, go
but
ahead.
like you know how you mentioned his dad earlier too.
Hmm.
How the fuck did his dad get it?
That's what I'm
Hmm.
wondering. Is it like
Hmm.
I don't like it might not have actually been whatever they were snorting. It might have been in
Yeah,
the water. It might have been in some sort of it
Well, yeah,
if
because
they
it's like first it starts with the drugs, but then they start spitting on each other, and then you're like, oh, it's passed through blood.
yeah,
yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
the drugs but maybe the drugs are the thing that get in your blood that make you have it in the
It's
first
like this,
place.
yeah, exactly. The key component. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
so it's like if there's two possibilities. If he was tripping, then it meant nothing. His dad, like that was actually just a drug reaction of that.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Or because the rest of the movie is clearly not drugs. I think what I'm actually kind of leaning towards is they were all primed for this. The drug was maybe the last thing that put it into motion, and who knows? It
Hmm.
Hmm.
when we were doing Bring Her Back, I was like, there's some things in here where they don't know the answer. If you
Hmm.
ask them,
Yeah.
they'll say it doesn't matter, but I think there's some things where they don't actually know the answer. And
Sure.
this might fall under that, but I do think the intent was once you figure it out and watch it a few times, oh fuck, that plane is going down
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's on there.
Hmm.
Like that's not good, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah, exactly. There was, and it's cool that you kind of get these glimpses of like, oh shit, this is like bigger. This is gonna be bigger right now in a bit,
Do
you know.
do and yeah, and at the end there it comes
It
around in
just
a
goes
way
full Fight Club.
Yeah.
and that's exactly what I thought. So thank you. Where it's like, oh, maybe other people are having like almost in a Cloverfield style way, where it's like they said for years that
Interesting.
Cloverfield
Yep.
2 was going to be from the perspective of the other guy on the bridge holding a camera.
Yeah.
There's a part like 40 minutes in the movie where they face someone else holding a camera, and
Hmm.
Abrams was like, "Oh, maybe that'll be the movie." We'll be like, "What happened to them?" Because there's like
Hmm.
other stories
I'm
going on the
so
same
glad that they
night.
didn't do that. I'm so glad they went another way.
But I'm,
Yeah.
oh man, 10 Cloverfield Lane, amazing. Everything
Yeah.
else,
I
but
Yeah.
hard same. I agree. I do agree.
but yeah,
Yeah.
that same sort of sense of okay, other people are experiencing other stories at this same time.
Hmm.
Do we know where his dad is? Because I think he just says he's coming
He
back.
just says he's on his way back. I don't know if he ever says like he's on a business trip or whatever the fuck. Yeah, like they never say
I
specifically.
would imagine he's in another part of Europe because he says like I'll be back tomorrow morning or
Yeah, yeah.
whatever. I don't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine he's flying over the ocean. So maybe that's part of the plan. Is oh, and then a plane will go down, and
I
if
was like,
anyone
with someone here
survives,
who
they'll.
has more experience with international flights,
Yeah.
is he making
Flying
that
in
one?
Europe. Flying in Europe is much faster. But
That's
like,
what
I
I,
mean,
yeah.
when we go from Vancouver to Europe, it's like I don't know, something that's like 9 hour flight, 10 hour flight.
Really?
It's not
That's not
that
That's
too bad.
crazy.
crazy.
I figured it would be
Yeah.
worse than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that bad. When we did Australia though,
Oh my
that
God,
was
I.
haul, dude.
That must
It
have
seems
been,
like no
yeah.
Yeah.
matter where in the world you live, flying to Australia sucks dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had like a 13-hour flight to China, to Hong Kong, sorry, not China.
Yep.
Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, to stop off there, and then we went to Australia, which was
Oh
like
my
another seven
God.
and a half hours. So it was like a full 24 hours.
I had a funny
God.
interaction with a coworker
Yeah.
recently who is Chinese, and she said she spoke Chinese, and I was like, "Oh, which language?" And she said, "Cantonese and Mandarin." And I said, "Oh, not Hong Kongese." And she goes, "That's not a language." And I was like, "Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know that much. American
Yeah.
school system's very bad." Like I didn't even know for years that Hong Kong is its own country. And then she just goes, "Let's not talk politics," and walked out of the room. And
Fuck
Yeah.
is that, dude? It's
I was
so.
Yeah.
like, I was like, "Holy shit! What the fuck did I just?"
Like,
Yeah. I
what?
always forget, like, when it's China, like, you have to reference Hong Kong as like it's a
Its
separate
own
entity.
separate
Yeah.
nation. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
which I didn't know for a long time, and then when I found out, I was like, "That's why Sakura and Street Fighter has a different flag."
Yes.
That's interesting. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's so true.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Literally is why. I was like, "Oh, she
Yeah.
gets her own flag because her name's a flower. That's why she has a flag with a flower."
That's so
And then
funny.
one day in my
Yeah.
20s, I was like, "Oh wow, school really failed me."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So back to the synopsis here.
Matter
As he stumbles down the road, he kicks a rear view mirror off of a car before spitting blood on it and punching it. Suddenly, we see a van pull up next to him as multiple soldiers hop out and force him into the van. While they're driving away, we hear multiple muffled gunshots and shift focus to Anna as she's walking down the street, and the van narrowly misses her.
I literally turned to Amanda and said, "So do you think they killed him, or do you think that he just killed that?" Oh, never mind.
Yeah, exactly, because it just gets answered.
But I
Dude,
was
that's the part of the movie that totally tripped me out too, because I was like, okay, the main guy's like gone
Done.
now.
Done. We
It's
followed him for
crazy.
half the movie. It's literally at
Yeah,
the fucking 40-minute mark. You're done with
yeah,
him. Like I was
yeah,
just like, oh, bye. What the
yeah,
fuck? Like,
yeah. It's crazy. He's like not really the main character.
yeah.
It's
In
like
this
he's
way, I'll make the reference, and I think it's appropriate. Pulp Fiction. He's just Marcellus Wallace walking down the street with
yes,
donuts.
yeah,
She's
totally.
Marcellus Wallace walking down the street with
Yeah,
donuts.
yeah.
and he's the guy getting fucked by Zed. I think I did it right. I'm pretty sure that's the
That
math on that.
so
I'm
good.
quite sure that's how that works. And Julia's the one going
Yeah, that's
on
fucked
the
up on
gimp.
the fucking gift.
Why is that just the sound of that the audio
The ASMR.
texture of
Yeah.
that lives in my fucking psyche.
Yeah, because that scene scarred a generation.
It's bad.
It's real bad.
And I'm sorry,
Oh
but
man.
just the fact that Bruce Willis is like, I got time, I could shop.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He's like, fuck that guy.
So as Marcellus Wallace goes down the street, she's crying and seemingly on the phone with Roman, asking why he beat and left the man for dead. She says that she went to his house, but no one was there. The voice on the other end asks where she is, and she screams, "Why did you sleep with her? She's pregnant." The call drops, and she gets into a cab, all twitchy and sniffling,
No
trying to
kink
maintain.
shaming, Anna.
No. So stupid.
I'm not into it, but I don't see a reason to shame this man.
That was good. God damn it. So she's trying to maintain her composure, only to get a call from Julia, and she's saying that she's scared and starting to see scary people and things everywhere. But
Mhm.
Anna screams at her before hanging up the phone. She screams like "You shut up, whore," or something like that. Like she says some very nice, not nice things.
Mhm.
She makes things very uncomfortable for the driver just trying to do his job.
He's like, "Oh, another drunk idiot. I have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
drive
exactly. Yep.
around."
Those are usual Uber activities
Yeah,
at this time of the morning. I would imagine at this time of night.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and as if things couldn't get any worse for this dude, Anna points out that there's a car that's been following them. So the driver hops out to confront them, only to be met with a few to the chest. They drop his ass so
Yeah.
fast. I was like, whoa.
They don't give a fuck. They're like, oh, he could be
Yeah.
infected.
Demon time.
Yeah.
Demon time, exactly. Yeah, so Anna hops in the driver's seat and takes off while getting
Hold
shot
on.
at.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We forgot to say it. ACAB.
Yeah, ape cab. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. It's a normal,
Um,
yeah, it's a normal cop response. Yeah, yeah.
All private industrial paramilitary soldiers are bastards. Appy
Appetizer.
Masab?
Appetizer. Masab. We're gonna
He's
get it on
yelling,
a shirt.
yelling, show me your hands as you're unloading the clip.
Stop resisting.
It's like fucking
He's like,
the Doomslayer. Fucking show me your
Yeah,
hands.
yeah.
yeah.
So good.
By the way, Angelmaker is fantastic music to play Doom the Dark Ages too.
Oh yeah, I sent it
Sick.
to him this morning. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Actually,
Thank you.
yesterday
Best
on my
review.
on my bank holiday, as I
That's right.
hung
Yeah,
out at
yeah.
home.
Yep.
Happy Juneteenth, everybody.
Yeah, happy Juneteenth. Oh man, so I'm not sure what's playing on the radio while she's leaving, but it's interesting because like it sounds like aggressive in tone. Like it could either be a football match or like a political speech. I'm not really sure. Same energy for either one though.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's like saying to herself, she's like, I'm having a bad trip. I'm having a bad trip. Like she's just trying to like console herself, and it's really fucking chaotic. I love it. Suddenly, a tire goes out, forcing her to stop. She collapses onto the ground and begins convulsing and snarling as a group of soldiers approach her with weapons drawn. She leaps up and they begin firing at her, hitting her a couple of times in the back, but she keeps running away.
She's hella like, uh, let me just ride this vibe. Let me just ride this vibe. I don't have time for this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very don't ever lay on your bed and close your eyes when you're drunk. You know.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
same thing.
yeah.
Don't take drugs and look at yourself in the mirror with a mask. It's the same.
Yeah.
She's like,
vibe.
she's for sure just having the spins, and then she's like, "Here's jack boots hit the ground."
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I don't have time for this.
Exactly. So yeah, she's just completely unfazed by all the guns. She gets like 4 shots to the back. It's crazy.
Yeah, and you can see
Yeah.
like there's like mist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is actually pretty interesting because they had to have done all of that practical work before this
Beforehand.
sequence started.
All the squibs and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's again, fucking shout out to everyone who worked on David Moreau's team.
How fucking angry would you be if you got to this point and the squibs didn't go off?
Oh, dude.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'd be like, fuck it,
Oh.
we'll just edit it like a regular movie. I'm
Yeah.
sick of this shit.
You just hear the gunshots and then it's black and the credits roll.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
such a
that's fine. We
clever
got
way.
this far.
Exactly. Yep. 60 minutes ads full length.
Yeah,
You're
it's fine. Yeah.
So she dodges a train and tries to call the police while on the move to no avail. She runs into a bar and terrifies everyone inside when she asks them to call for help while she's covered in blood. She locks the door and asks where the bathroom is. Once inside, she sees her wounds and comments, "My poor body," before getting another call from Julia, who claims she got to her scooter and is screaming, "These guys are everywhere."
That's like the highest reaction to being shot possible.
Yeah, yeah.
Poor
Poor
body.
body. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's that exactly. It's very coke coated.
yeah, big time.
So, in that same moment, we hear gunfire from the other side of the door when she peeks. When she peeks, we see soldiers slaughtering everyone in the
Brother,
bar.
I don't think she's peaked yet.
Yeah. You're stupid. Yes. Touche. That was good. That was good. So, her eyes turn reflective, and we hear that evil cackling once again as we see one of them standing up in the doorway looking in, which was very cool. I love that shot. It was so cool. She opens up the window and crawls outside, lying on the floor for a second while she stares at the streetlight and once again twitches. Julia calls her again, and she tells her she'll meet her nearby soon before Anna throws the phone at the ground and makes her way into an underpass. And this has to be an homage to Irreversible. There's no way that it's anything less than that. Literally just an homage to it.
Yeah, the underpass scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
That is interesting. And then it ends up being like a subversion of that because she comes out of the underpass and there's that guy there, right?
Yes. Yeah. When she gets on the bike. Yeah. No,
yes.
That's further down. Yes, you're
Okay.
exactly right. Yeah. So a woman walks past her on the phone, and she very suddenly and very violently attacks her. She leaves her alive, and she keeps moving, doing a cutesy little skip while she exits. That was crazy. She continues her baby doll routine for a good distance before running into a man resting by a pond. She politely asks if she could take his bike before getting into a scuffle with him, spitting blood in his face and tossing him into the water.
In a weird way where she knew that she was one of those little lizards that took out Newman. Like she knew she had that in her. You know?
She had that dog in her that day.
Like she was like told herself, like, I'm gonna spit in this dude's face. It'd be so fucking funny. You know? Like it did kind of seem like if he would have just said you could have the bike, you know.
Yeah. She got that dog injected into her that day.
and then she throws him in the water.
She fucking throws him over the railing. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like hoists his ass up. She's like, get up.
She's like, I've been shot. Nothing else bothers me anymore.
I was like, what the fuck? I am unfazed. I am moisturized. I am in my lane. So she has a little moment of clarity and screams for forgiveness as she rides off, claiming,
Yeah,
"Sorry, forgive me, it's not me," which I thought was really cool. It's a cool touch to add in there. It's very neat.
I did
Yeah.
appreciate that. I do think that's probably like the most unique thing that it has going for it is, you
An
know,
internal battle.
oh yeah, I
Mhm.
have I've kind of a hard time feeling like there's really like a statement to this movie. Like it doesn't really
Oh,
say anything
sure.
about drugs,
Sure, sure,
good
sure.
or
Good
bad.
or bad,
Because
yeah,
the
yeah.
point isn't that the drug made all of this happen. Because
No.
even if it did, this evil zombie making corporation contrived all of this. So it's not really that like drugs are
Drugs are the
bad.
bad,
Like
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
fucking the Parasol Corporation is bad, you
Exactly. Yeah,
know?
exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, just the and to me, this is why. So alcoholism runs in my family on
Mhm.
both sides. Both of my grandpas were big alcoholics. My biological dad died of cirrhosis of the liver when I was 17.
Mm.
I just don't see the appeal of drinking. And I've been drunk a couple of times.
Mhm.
And I was just like, this isn't good enough that I suddenly understand why my dad was never around.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
Yep.
like, this
Exactly.
is not
Mm.
worth it.
Yeah.
And one of the few times I've been drunk was at a house party, and it was this feeling of like observing myself and constantly like telling myself, like, shut up, stop doing what you're doing. And all I
Had to
was doing,
continuously like monitor your behavior.
yes, but my body and mouth were not listening. So
Exactly.
I
Yep.
just
Yeah.
kept walking
Yep.
around, and all I was doing was going, "Can you believe it? I don't drink, and I'm drunk. It's me, the guy who doesn't drink, and I got drunk. Oh my God,
Got you.
isn't
I
that
got you. Yeah.
crazy?"
Yeah. I
I was
remember my first beer.
I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh my God, shut up, bro!" And this is when I was probably like 20. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I remember my first beer.
I was like, "Oh my God, shut up!" And when I finally, like sobered out, I was like, "I don't ever want to have that feeling again of not being able to control
Control.
myself, of
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
being able to, and like I want to experiment with hallucinogenics, but I'm
Mhm.
just afraid of having that feeling again." And from
Oh,
what I
baby, the water's
understand,
fine.
from what I understand,
Yeah.
you got to be pretty copacetic when you start.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're kind of damning yourself,
Oh yeah, yeah. Set and
Um,
setting are always gonna. I'm never gonna fuck. Even when you smoke weed, set and setting fucking matters.
Oh, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hundred
So
percent.
so the idea of doing this, of hurting somebody the way,
Yeah,
and it's
she
gonna get
just did.
worse. It's
Yeah,
gonna get worse, but even the way she did,
the
and
remorse.
and then going, it's not me, it's not me.
Yeah.
I do think there's something compelling there, and
Mhm.
maybe there is a little something about addiction in there. Maybe that's what I'm uncovering here. But I do find that really compelling, and her performance.
God, the performance was
I,
so.
I
Oh my
saw
god.
people
Mhm.
be like, "Oh, is she Harley Quinn or is she a zombie?" And it's like, bro, she's on drugs. She's in a fucked up mental state
Mm-hmm.
at all,
Mm-hmm.
and she's also becoming a 28 Days Later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Becoming.
She's a hot zombie.
You know what? This
yeah,
also. I wanted to point out. This also reminds me of Possession. The subway scene in Possession, which I don't know if you've seen that one, Matt.
Yep. I've
That's
seen it a long, long
long
time
time
ago.
ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, but
Yeah.
we'll
everyone
bring you back
remembers
for that episode.
yes,
Yeah.
dude. The blue dress scene in Possession where she's just losing her fucking mind and like completely going off the rails. I was like, oh, that's what she drew from for this scene. Like that's literally what she drew from for this
Yeah.
performance. And it like that's one of my favorite movies of all time. One of my like all-time favorites, and it is beautifully. Again, that scene is one of the most compelling things, and one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, just shot on film, ever in my life. And I
Yeah.
loved seeing remnants of that performance in her performance in here, because you're exactly right. It's that internal struggle. It's that like I have this need in my body to like to create chaos, but I know that I'm better than that. Why the fuck am I doing that? You know
Mhm.
what I mean?
To do
She's
another,
still human, you know?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
to do another Resident Evil. Am I itchy or am I tasty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you for pointing that out, Chad. That actually means a lot. That's a really good read on that. So a loud siren begins going off in the background as a helicopter flies overhead. She continues twitching and laughing, spitting out blood the entire time.
The
She
le
fin-
shit has hit le fan
that
Yeah.
alarm.
So good. So she finally reaches Julia, who is mortified at the state of her. They get onto her bike, and Julia says she's going to drive them to the hospital. Like, already I was uneasy. I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
Mhm.
don't do that. Don't do that.
And it almost seemed like Cuckoo, where it was like an inevitability of that we were kind of spiraling around that this whole time. So
Yeah.
I was kind of like hoping like, oh, she should, like, I mean, she shouldn't, but it would be
Yeah,
interesting
yeah.
Yeah.
on a narrative level to see that, the fucking of oneself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the evil Kermit just saying, do it.
Hmm.
So on the way, Anna is acting like a bored toddler on a road trip, messing with her hair and smearing blood all over her face and in her mouth while she's laughing. I don't know what toddler's doing that, but I'm just saying the mannerisms were similar.
Dude, I love that scene too. She's like fully like losing it, and her friend's like on the bike, like, what the fuck?
She's
But
like,
like not
yo, what?
really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, okay, yeah. She's like, I know she's like really fucked up on drugs, but like she's also covered in blood and just doesn't even question it. She's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It's like cognitive dissonance, like
yeah,
right happening in front of your
yeah,
eyes.
There's there's a few things like that in the movie where it's like if they weren't supposed to be really, really fucked up, I would call it bad writing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like they're
Mm-hmm.
all
Mm-hmm.
really, really fucked up on a mystery drug. So by
yeah,
the time we have this going
And
on,
they're
it's
kids. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like, I
yeah.
think that's the
yeah.
biggest thing too, is that they're kids doing this. It's like that makes a whole lot of sense narratively
Hmm.
why they are making these stupid ass decisions.
Of like, yeah, they literally cannot have the like their brain cells just aren't bumping into each other to have the
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
to go, she is rubbing blood all over my face.
Yeah.
yeah,
She's,
yeah.
she's just like machine guns,
Just
machine
yeah.
guns. Like,
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
but
So
then I feel like eventually she does kind of go like, oh fuck.
yeah, she really does. Yeah, it's literally yeah, right here. So she eventually bites into her neck, which causes Julia to stop and throw her off. Anna freaks out for a second in the bushes, and Julia takes off without her, saying that she's gonna go get help. Down
Yeah.
the road, yeah, that was funny as hell. Like deuces. Down the
Yeah.
road, Julia stops when she gets a call from her mother saying that there's something going on in the city and that her wheelchair is stuck. She tells her that she's nearby and will meet her at her home before hanging up. We
Hmm.
hear Anna screaming in the distance, Julia, I'm sorry, forgive me. And she starts driving away. It turns to Julia, I'm gonna eat your face off.
And she
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 goes
does
Jack Torrance. It's so
Yeah.
good.
she slows down for a moment
A
and you can
while
see her like
catching up.
calculating like should
Yeah.
I go help my friend or do I need to go directly to my mom? And then she
Yeah.
says that I'm gonna eat your face, and
She's
she
like,
does.
oh.
It's like, okay, bye.
She has a surprising amount of reactivity to that compared to, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah, it's everything else.
it
Yeah,
does snap her
Yeah.
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So she chases her for a bit, keeping up with her on foot. She's just going fucking full speed. She is gunning that shit, dude. The bike eventually gives out near her home, and she manages to duck inside her apartment building, narrowly avoiding a rabid Anna. She
Hmm.
gets stuck in the
Oh,
elevator.
I'm sorry. Did you mention how during that sequence there's like five different girls playing Anna?
Oh, the running. Doing
Yeah.
the running. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah,
just
yeah.
have a bunch of people in the same outfit
Extras. Yeah, like
hiding
she'll
behind
run behind
cars.
cars. Yeah, and then kind of come back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
it was
give
cool.
the
Oh yeah.
illusion that she's
Very
catching
cool.
up to her. Yeah,
Absolutely, very
it was
well
pretty
executed.
smart because the real Anna, like I said earlier, the real Anna definitely hopped in a Jeep and they drove around to the building, you know?
Yeah.
For real. How do you get any of those prosthetics to stay on with all that fucking sweat, bro? You know
I
what
was
I mean? Like,
I was kind of like, that is kind of a cool scooter. And then after a
Mhm.
while I was like, oh fuck it, that thing goes 6 miles an hour.
Yeah. Exactly.
She's
You
like
could
So
run
funny.
faster.
she's like, oh
Literally,
no,
yeah, yeah.
I better put it on light jog.
It's like flipping the Crocs into sport mode.
Pretty
Yeah.
fucking much. Pretty fucking much.
So, oh man. So, she gets stuck in the elevator when the power goes out, and you can hear she can hear a man asking what was happening. She then hears Anna's voice addressing the man and then eventually killing him. A moment passes and she hears the confused voice of her sister Alice, who we never physically see, but we just hear and we just
Mhm.
know that's her sister because she asks about her mom.
Yeah. And
She
she mentioned
addressed.
her earlier in the movie too.
Oh, did she? I forgot that
Something
she.
about Alice isn't around. I don't
Oh,
know.
that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. So she addresses another person asking for help, but then we hear a hail of gunfire, followed by a pounding on the door. A distorted voice on the other end asks if she's been in contact with any infected person, and if so, to turn herself in. The
Hmm.
elevator starts back up, and she walks out into a grisly scene, blood everywhere. Bodies ripped open with guts hanging out. It's exactly the type of room I imagine when I listen to an Angelmaker record.
Oh, did you mention the like how hard she shatters the glass right before the elevator closes?
No, yeah, yeah. She
She
fucks
she
it up though.
she
Yeah.
fully body checks a sheet of double hung
I forgot
glass,
about that. Yeah, yeah.
and but it's like, and then the elevator like as the
Yeah,
elevator
yeah,
is
as the elevator
closing.
closes. Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
fucked up. Yeah.
But they for
yeah.
sure shattered like a big ass plate of glass
Mm-hmm.
to do that.
Yep.
But yeah, it's scary.
Yeah. Spoopy.
It
Ju-
scared me.
so Julia eventually reaches her apartment and finds Anna snacking on her mother's face. She pulls out
Oh
of the room.
yeah,
That was fucking
that
crazy,
was
dude.
fucking
She
crazy.
just munching on her. I was like, oh.
You know what? I made a lot of jokes, but I think that actually is a Resident Evil reference.
It might be. It's straight. Yeah, I would say
Do
it
you
might
remember
be.
the first zombie you see in Resident Evil
Oh
1?
yeah, in the graveyard. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, in the house when you go through the dining room, through
Oh,
that
I'm
little
thinking about
hallway.
two. I'm thinking about two. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. So he's like eating someone and then he
Oh yeah,
Oh
the
turns and
yeah, and
little
he
looks
dramatic
looks.
zoom. Yep,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
yep.
he look and he's like eating their
yeah,
face and he kind of looks like the gray Dawn of the Dead
Yeah.
poster zombie.
yeah.
But that's like pretty much what she's doing. And
Mm.
then she does the Tim
The
Allen.
Tim Allen, yeah. Ow. So dumb. So she, that's so good. I want an edit with that fucking voice, like in that clip. That's so funny. She so she bolts out of the room and runs up the stairs as she hears Anna taunting her and asking where she is. She gets to the top of the floor and is confronted by a soldier aiming their weapon at her. They tell her to shut the light off because it attracts them, quote unquote. And when they hear Anna approaching, the two of them quickly hide. The soldier cocks their gun and tells her to remain where she is. They sweep the area, and just as it appears clear, Anna flies out from underneath a curtain and bites their leg before eating an entire magazine for dessert. That was fucking again. Stop resisting.
Yeah. As the clip's already gone.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is what I meant about somebody learned a lesson tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because we
exactly.
do see I think this is the one soldier that has like a white mask. I think everyone else has a
There is
regular.
a couple of them I think that have the white masks. Yeah, but they're generally like
I felt
darker toned.
I
Yeah.
felt like what we were supposed to get from it because we do see the white mask a
Yeah, it's
few times
prominently there.
throughout.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like this is like this person
It
we've
is
been
the person that we've
seeing.
been seeing. Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
all throughout. So they've definitely seen some shit, and by that point, they literally just full clip, point blank into the face, like
yeah,
no fucking around.
Straight up. Yeah, she empties both clips into her. It's crazy,
yeah,
man. So Julia approaches the soldier to help, and they take off their mask to tell her to keep her distance. The soldier explains that they have direct orders to kill all those who've had direct contact. She says, "Listen to me. This life no longer exists. How do you feel? Is your head spinning? Are you hearing voices? Are you drawn to the light? If you haven't ingested any of their blood, you're okay. Stay in the dark.
She
Use as
says to
little
a
light as
woman with a
possible."
face covered in blood.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. Literally. So, stay in the dark. Use as little light as possible. It makes them stronger. She then holds the gun to her head, tells her that in a few minutes she won't be able to control herself and that she doesn't want to hurt her. As Julia turns away, the soldier raises the pistol up and paints the wall with gray matter. I wish I could have. I was feeling silly when I wrote that.
It's
Brains,
Yeah,
brain
exactly.
soup. Yeah,
So the film ends with a jazzy little tune playing while Julia sits against the window, laughing maniacally as she grips the weapon tightly, and all hell breaks loose behind her.
as her and Marla
yeah,
Singer watch all the headquarters of the credit card companies fall into
Exactly,
ruins.
straight
yeah,
up. The credits roll as the camera pans out and she screams, "Wake up." And that's Mads.
And
yeah,
that, and that is Matt's.
That is Mads, man.
And the whole
Yeah,
time
man.
I was like, "Where's Aries Spears? Where's Deborah
Yeah,
Wilson?
yeah.
I think Key and Peele used
I
to be
can't
on
feel
this
it, yeah.
shit. Where's Will Sasso?"
Yeah, straight up. That's so fucking funny. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, I think we gave a lot of like the trivia and stuff kind of in there. There's not a whole lot on the movie.
I did think
If you have anything else you would like to add?
I did think this was interesting. This is from the end of that article,
Mm.
the Polygon article
Yeah,
about
please.
the one shot. And I do think that I mean there's two things here. I'll lead with the thing that I think is like kind of meaningful. Someone asked him, is it a political metaphor or is it just an action movie?
I mean,
And he said, I mean, the message is I have an 8-year-old kid. And when I was young, I was not listening to the news every day saying that the world is going to end. The
interesting.
kids nowadays, they live with that, and this is really tough for them. So I don't know if Mads is political, but there is this sense of how can you try to look forward with dark noises every day in your ears? So I'm sure this has a
Damn.
connection, even if I didn't want it to be political. I want to embrace positivity and to say to the kids today that I'm really with them on the fact that I hope we still have dreams in front of us, but it's tough to find them nowadays. I mean, it's tougher than it was 20 years ago.
Damn.
And
that's
That's
I
true.
really good.
Yeah,
this okay, so that one there's some meatiness to this. This other one, let me see. I'm trying to find the exact quote. Yeah, so they asked him, why did you decide to do it this way? Blah blah blah. Viewers are likely to think, oh, this looks like it was easy to pull off, but oh no, excuse. The one thing viewers aren't likely to think is this looks like it was easy. But
Yeah.
director David Moreau says it was because the challenge of wrangling a 90-minute movie with no cuts puts the entire cast and crew on exactly the same level. I didn't think it was that difficult because of the rhythm
Interesting.
it brings to you. The
Hmm.
way we were all together in order to achieve something like that, even if the crew members did 50 movies, others like 3, some of the actors, that's a weird sentence.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some of the
I
other
understand it. Yeah,
actors,
I understood
yeah,
it, but that was a weird way of phrasing it for
yeah, that
sure.
was
Yeah.
confusing. Uh, the way we were all together in order to achieve something like that, even if some of the crew members did 50 movies, others like 3, some of the actors never did any feature films. It didn't
Mm.
matter. We were all on the same team. So I think every movie should be made like that now. And I think that's kind of cunty and
It's
up your own
that's
ass.
okay, okay, yeah, fair. You lost me at the end there for sure.
That's a little unnecessary.
Yeah.
Actually, it was really easy, and every movie should be made like this.
There's something to that though with the whole team. I get what he
I
was saying
liked the
with that.
rest of it. It was the
Yeah, yeah.
last
It's the little
sentence.
bit of the
It
last
was the
yeah.
sentence.
last
Like,
sentence where I was like, "Please, David, you're
It's
acting
like,
like your
yeah.
last name is a cordon bleu."
Sure enough.
He's like, it was easy, and I know it was awesome.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's so
Yeah,
funny, dude. So yeah, well, I mean, it's good. I think with that in mind, we should head into the ratings.
I think we're
Yeah.
ready to do that.
So for Matt and the rest of the audience, we actually rate on this show out of 6. 6 being
Okay.
perfect score of the movie. If you felt that, you can rate it up there. If not, we just
Yeah.
ask you to defend your choice when you make it. I would like to open up the floor. Either one of you guys would like to start off.
Go ahead, Matt.
Uh, out of 6, I thought it was like either a 4 or 4.5. It
Mm,
was pretty good. Um, there was a lot of things that I need to rewatch and go back to. Like there's certain things like in the background and stuff that
yeah.
you guys are talking about, and I thought it was really good. I think maybe it could have, I don't know, maybe had a different ending. Like I do like the ending. I thought it was really good as far as how the story comes to kind of a conclusion.
Yeah.
But I felt like some things such as like maybe some of the scenes could have been explained a little better, or maybe like, but I know it's like up for interpretation of like, what do you think is happening? Like, what's your thoughts on this? Like, is this happening,
Yeah.
or is it like, I know some filmmakers like having people's minds thinking about what's their interpretation on the film
Hmm.
rather than giving you a full on, this is what the story is.
Yeah, because the spoon feediness can kind of get old. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I thought it was like a pretty solid movie. I'd say like 4.5 out of 6. So it's like up there.
Oh yeah. All
Yeah.
right, Chad, what'd you think?
Yeah.
I think I would give it the same. Actually, yeah, 4.5. I don't want to give it a 4, but I think maybe a 5 is too much. But it's a technical marvel. Like
Yeah,
you can't get around that.
100%.
But
Mhm.
I think for me, the thing that kind of gets me is like Irreversible and Memento. There's a reason that they're made the way they are.
Sure, sure.
And we kind of talked about it at the beginning, like the whole one shot thing is it's just a gimmick.
It is
It,
a
it
gimmick.
it doesn't really
Mhm.
enhance any of the themes of the film. It doesn't really help drive anything else home, but it is like it's crazy that you could do that. Like the fact that you did that at
Straight up.
all, absolutely fucking insane.
Exactly.
But
Mhm.
it's
I didn't
also
make a one take movie.
yeah, right. But it's also kind of like having a song with a 15-minute breakdown in it.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's like, well, you could, but did it really enhance
It
the
becomes
rest? Yeah,
masturbation after a minute four.
it's like did it and then to then fucking be like, I think every song should have a 15-minute breakdown. You know? Um
See, that's why I fuck with Angelmaker so much. You're in, you're out. Couple
Yeah.
minutes, you're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah. Well, and the
Everybody's home
thing
in time
is,
for juice.
yeah,
Yep.
exactly. The thing is, the film, the most commented thing on the film was most people were saying it's one shot. That was like the
Yeah, yeah.
driving force behind the
It's the
film,
lead. Yep, exactly.
I have seen a few people go, this movie was one shot, and that's all I'll say. And I'm just,
Yeah.
I did see one that was like, so 28 days later, but worse. And I was like,
Oh, that's
Oh,
unfair.
really?
yeah, that's really not
That's
fair.
unfair.
That's really not fair. Nothing can like that's a like that and 2004 Dawn are
Oh
like
yeah, some of the most perfect
the
genre
pinnacles
movies. Yeah.
of
Yep.
like the both of those movies kind of end in yeah, well, fuck you. But
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
it's just having seen so many movies that do that over the years,
Sure.
it's kind of hard to still be like, oh, rage zombies,
Mm-hmm.
cool,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I do think it's really interesting. I do think it's worth watching. I think it's more good than it is bad.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
ultimately, that's like the big thing for me is just like I wish that had tied in some way. And I also think that it could have been a little trippier to make you wonder what's going on. Because after about 55 minutes, I was like, so the bad guy is the paramilitary police. Like that's the scary thing is like the guys with guns. And
Yeah.
then after like another, 5 or 10 minutes later, I was like, oh, actually it's the zombie.
The
Okay.
zombie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah.
like missing the forest for the trees because I was
I
like,
understand that. Completely understand that.
I
Yeah.
was hoping it was going to turn into some like, okay, we're completely untethered from reality. I actually don't know if this is
Real or not.
happening,
Hmm.
Hmm.
but
That's fair.
what we got is still good.
Yeah.
It's just that unfortunate the expectations set up by a 2 sentence blurb sometimes.
Sure,
Hmm.
sure. So I mean, yeah, that with that said, I will actually agree with you, and that's why I'm actually going to rate it a 5 out of 6. I loved what we got. I really did. It was again reminiscent of everything that I already was primed to love. The trippy ass, like weird drug fueled rampant movie, the incredible cinematography, again the efficient use of music in there. Like we love a good
Oh,
soundtrack in here. That
Yeah.
yeah,
that music was
top notch,
phenomenal. Yeah,
Yeah.
top
that's what I'm
notch.
Score
saying.
is great.
Absolutely. So, and I do agree with you though that maybe some things could have been further explained or like at least wrapped up or so, like hinted at that
Hmm.
there's something more of a story
A
there.
little bit.
Little
Yeah.
bit, little
Yeah.
bit. That's what I'm saying. That's what prevents me from keeping like giving it a full 6. But I fuck with what we got again because I'm
Hmm.
a massive Gaspar Noé film love French movies as it is, and this was just like again a kind of another addition to the French movie, like the zeitgeist. You know what I mean? What's going on with that?
Yeah,
I
Like it's really cool. I love it.
It's definitely
yeah.
making me want to go watch The Sadness this weekend since I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Oh,
And
you haven't?
I
Fuck
mean,
yeah, dude.
honestly,
Dude, yeah.
nothing
Oh,
could be a worse adaptation of Garth Ennis's work than the AMC
no, it's
Preacher show.
yeah, no, it's good,
So
dude. It's good. It's good.
it's got to be better than that.
It's so
It
good,
has
dude.
to be.
We're doing an episode on it fucking very
Mathematically,
soon.
Yeah.
nothing is worse than the Preacher show.
Yeah, 100%. We're doing a saddest episode immediately, dude. Like, yeah, but yeah. All that said, I do think a 5 out of 6 it's a really good fucking movie. Love what
Yeah.
we got. It just isn't like the perfect film, you know.
I
Mhm.
do really want to see his first movie, but I've also seen a lot of people say that he's kind of doing the Ken Levine BioShock thing, where he like is pretty much the
It's
same
the same
movie.
movie. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
And
In
then
a
yeah.
different font.
I read a little bit of the synopsis. A mother and daughter drive along a deserted road at night. They have a crash. Something happens. The mother disappears. The daughter gets killed. Next day, this lady comes and finds the crashed vehicle, and I'm like, okay,
Oh,
yeah, that's kind of the same.
similar
Yeah.
It's
setup.
kind of the
Similar
same
setup.
setup.
Similar
Yeah.
similar bones. He just did something different with the meat. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
That's just
I'm
all
not
it
going
is.
to read farther than that without seeing the
Yeah,
movie,
yeah.
but I
Yeah.
did see people say that, so I was like, let me just see how it starts. Yeah, wow, that's kind of the exact same beginning of the film.
Yeah, you write what you know.
He's like, wait, but in one, the dude ripped a heroic line before.
Yeah.
And it's got one cut in the movie. The
Yeah,
first one's one
literally.
cut,
Yeah,
one cut, and then he
literally.
will transition to second movie. Okay, no cuts.
Yeah, yeah, straight up. That's so
That'd be
funny,
so
dude.
funny.
That would
So
be,
funny.
and then the next movie, negative one cuts.
Everyone.
Yeah, yeah. It's four
That's
hours long, and it's
it's the
negative
raw
one cut.
footage like that they
Yeah,
just shot. You
No
see them
color
setting up
grading.
for the
yeah,
next scene.
yeah.
so, so yeah, we want to open it up right now to you, Matt. Please, if you guys have anything you would like to plug, please, the audience is all yours.
Okay. We are doing European summer festivals coming up in August for Angelmaker, and we
Dude,
have
that bill
new.
is stupid fucking
Yeah,
good. Oh my
yeah. We
god.
got a bunch of cool festivals we're playing. So yeah, get to do some shows with some insane bands. So all over Europe, and then got a new record on the way, and there's
Uh,
gonna be new music, possibly a new music video out
I'm
soon-ish.
so excited, bro.
And then yeah, we have an album that's finished, and we're working out. Hopefully we'll get it out this year, if it all goes to plan.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
end of
yeah.
the year, end of the year we're on tour with Whitechapel.
Fuck
So
yes,
Wow.
dude. Ah,
that'll be
dude,
sick.
it's I can't
Yeah,
fucking wait, man.
Can
And
I?
it's so
yeah,
funny that you have the flag. I was telling you before we started rolling, the flag behind you. That's the album
yeah.
that got me into you guys.
Oh,
So I
sick.
was like,
Yeah,
that's fucking crazy that you had that.
sick.
That's
Can
Yeah,
I?
awesome,
yeah,
man.
I know this is
yeah.
a scary question, but Matt, can I please read you a comment from r/deathcore? The thread is opinions on Angelmaker.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love
Give it to
this.
me. I've heard them all by now.
This is a comment by Zyler006.
Okay.
Band is average, and
Yeah.
he has some bullet points here. One, too
Okay.
many vocalists.
Mhm.
Two, even their guitarist is a great vocalist. Save some talent for others, you greedy humans. Imagine having a band full of great vocalists, so the guitarist goes and sings in another band. Three, I've yet to see them make an angel.
Mhm.
Four, they release an album, and you just know it's going to be better than anything else released that year, which is annoying because all of their albums release in the first half of the year, so it ruins the next 6 to 9 months.
That's hilarious, dude.
I started reading that. I was like, "Oh no!" And then I was like, "Wait, I got to tell him
Yeah,
this."
that's so good. I love that, dude.
Well, I
I've
agree
yet
with the
to see them
first
make an
part of
angel.
it.
That was so
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, so
That's why
hopefully
we're waiting.
you'll exactly. I was gonna say hopefully you'll get to make an angel by the end of this year
No,
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
I really enjoy your guys' music. Joey sent me over a couple
yeah.
songs, and he sent over one song, and I listened to a few others, and it's definitely it reminds me He reminds me of the metal I grew up listening to. It's not as much fucking. It's like
Yeah.
the rhythmic
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
the riffs are meteor. I don't.
Dude, the
I'm.
way that you guys opened up that album, ain't the self-titled record with that
Yeah.
fucking like Spanish guitar, I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, that's it. Whatever you gotta say, I'm hearing you. Like,
It's
that's it. I'm
it's
here.
it's not
Yeah.
it's not. Oh, I figured out this really sick arpeggiated 12th chord, and I'm this whole song is built around the fact that like I'm just showing you how fucking cool I am. It's like all
Yeah.
fits the
That's the
song.
new record coming out. It's just like
Okay. So that's that what is his name? Tim Henson, the Polyphia
yeah.
guy?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That
yeah.
that I see hella TikToks that are like every guitarist this day, and it's just like the little like
Yeah.
Yeah, the
the like
little
percussion and like little
Yeah.
bends and like way too many effects and all this
Oh,
shit.
dude.
And I
Yeah,
was
that's like
like,
totally Gen Z kind of players, or I guess Gen X now, because they're all
Yeah,
like, "Oh,
yeah.
guitar's cool again," and I appreciate those guys for doing that. They brought guitar back to be cool. Like help, I'd
Yep.
say, bring it back. But
they
you
made
know,
guitar great again.
yeah. But
Motherfucker.
I grew up with like guys like Eddie Van Halen and like Alexi Laiho and like the
Yeah.
Shredder guys, right?
Hell yeah.
Oh, Alexi,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
hear him mentioned by name very often, but
yeah, yeah.
motherfucker can
He was
shred.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
he was one of my favorites, and I structured my playing around those kind of guys. So that's why I like doing all the Freddie guitar solo stuff, all melody driven, where it's like
yes,
you
God.
flashy stuff, but it's melody driven.
yes, and
Yes.
I think
Yep.
that's a really accurate way to put it because it's not even with Eddie with Van Halen. It
Yeah,
wasn't just look how cool I am for playing Eruption. It was look,
yeah,
I can use all of these things to actually create something musical, not
Mhm.
just some
Yeah.
fucking wanky nothing. There's a lot of music now where you're just kind of like, yeah, you're all competing to like be the sickest, and no one is like,
Yeah.
actually, I should do this so that
yeah,
Matt
Yeah.
can solo,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
and then later Matt will play something more rhythmic so I can like play the drums and do bigger fills or whatever. But there's
Yeah.
yeah,
some parts where it's just like we all need to match each other 100%. Everyone needs to be going off all the time, and it's
Yeah.
just like
yeah,
fuck, dude. That it's hard to focus.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
You
Straight
yeah.
up.
know, like there's nothing
Whereas
wrong.
we do have three guitar players too. So like there's
Mm.
me, Johnny, and Colton, and there are times where all playing similar things, or if not the same thing, but then there's other parts of songs where we're all doing completely different things that um
They
like
work
they
so
make sense
well
together.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
harmonies and yeah.
Well,
So
hey, if Iron Maiden does it, it can't be that bad.
yeah,
It
Exactly.
can't be
exactly.
all
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah. So
Also,
yeah,
open invite for Colton to come on and join you next time on the show.
yeah,
I know I've heard that he's also a massive
dude.
fan of a massive horror fan as well. So I would love to
Yeah.
talk to him. Obviously,
He's a horror encyclopedia, dude.
hell
I
yeah,
learned
dude.
so much from him. It's crazy.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean we appreciate this is absolutely fucking surreal, dude. Like I
Yeah.
have no idea. When I woke up today, I was like, I'm gonna be interviewing the guitarist of Angelmaker on my fucking podcast. Dude, like, what the fuck is
Uh,
this?
I'm
Crazy,
like
dude.
very
yeah.
relieved I only like, got into your music this week because then
That's cool.
I would have been a lot more nervous too. I'm like,
Hey, well,
oh,
dude, this is the first podcast I've ever been on, so I was kind of like, oh shit,
Oh,
like,
what, dude? Well, thank you
yeah,
so much,
yeah,
man. That's fucking awesome, man.
yeah,
Genuinely, thank you so much, man.
yeah.
This was a lot of fucking fun to talk to you, man.
It was, yeah,
and now it's just talking over each other.
That's
it is, yeah.
It's
No,
just shut
sorry,
up,
you go, you
idiot.
go, you go. Yeah,
I
no,
saw his
it's cool.
pupils first.
hit him with the plugs, Skip, and let's tell the people adieu.
The one you
Yeah,
control from your phone or the one shaped like not those kind of
You're
plugs.
stupid. You're goddamn
I almost made a joke about that earlier.
yeah,
You said something about something pulsing, and I was like, I'll let that one
I'm
go.
gonna let him finish. I'm gonna let him
Yeah.
finish.
yeah.
So this has been the Devil's Work podcast. Thank you for bearing with us. You've made it through to the end. You can find us if you would like to support us on YouTube as the Devil's Work podcast. We're on Facebook under the same. We are on Instagram at the Devil's Work Pod, and we are on TikTok at the Devil's Work Podcast. SsydeShow often streams. It's been a little more sporadic lately because
Yes.
real life getting in the way.
Sorry, I'm fighting a revolution in LA right now.
You are the revolution, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, it's literally where I'm going after I'm done recording here, by the way. So yeah, I'm about to be
literally. So if you would like to support that and support SsydeShow and his endeavors, twitch.tv/SsydeShow PSY, spell it right.
Mm-hmm.
And next week we are going to be doing a very interesting little movie that pairs with this in a weird way because it's also a bunch of insane people doing insane shit.
From what I hear, yeah.
We will be covering Ricky O, the story of Ricky.
Such a
great movie.
I'm so excited for this episode, dude. I have no idea what to make of this movie from just the little bits of things I've seen only images, still images, but I've heard from everyone that's batshit. I'm so fucking excited.
This will be the first Hong Kong martial arts splatter film that we've done.
You guys are hopefully not the last, dude.
I almost called it a Chinese movie. Thankfully, I fact checked myself real quick because, as I said earlier,
there we go.
Hong Kong is its own nation.
There you go. We live and we grow, baby.
Get bent if you don't like it. Blame the British, as I do.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Matt, thank you so much again for your time, man. This is a fucking blast, man. Had a fucking amazing time. You guys, check us out everywhere. Check out Angelmaker. If you don't already know, I don't know why the fuck you're not listening to Angelmaker. Like, who the fuck hurt you?
I'm telling you, it goes really well with Doom games.
Yeah,
really
exactly.
Fucking well.
Yeah, exactly. Do that, and then I'll see you in the pit next time.
Yeah.
Later, you guys. Have a good one.
Thank you, man.